Oh yeah, we about to cook. Like the live shit alive. What's happening? I got two lives running at the same time. What you mean we adapted? Let me see. I'm gonna go with this other live because this joint, boom. We're gonna go with the other live. We get a little bit more flow. Let's see. We get a little flow on this side. Boom, 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 boom. We gonna get this right. We gonna get this right. Boom, boom, bam. All right. We gonna get this right. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let's see. We gonna get this right. There we go. Share this thing real quick. Share this thing real quick, real quick. All right. What's happening? What's happening? You know, we ain't gonna be too long. We ain't gonna be too long. Let me see. Let me see. Boop, bop. Trying to bop, 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 bop. Bang, boom. All right. Let's get that there. Trying to set this thing up real quick. Hey, hey. What's happening? What's happening? You know, exposing that dark skinned caveman. All the time. We outside. I say we outside. We on that beast snack. I said we on that beast snack. Hey look, one cave. It's a lot of caves in the chat. In my comments. And they were saying he was naming people. He was like some people had some Caucasian noses amongst us and things like that. I said, well shit. You ain't doing nothing but exposing them. You ain't doing nothing but exposing them. That's what we need, cave confessions. Oh yeah, I got some old shit I wanted to show y'all too. But these people out here fighting for the right of who has the Caucasian skull. You know? Kushite or the damn white man. They can share that motherfucking skull. Y'all share it. Y'all are the same ancestry. That's what we get into. And we exposing the dark skinned caveman. The dark skinned caveman. Hold up. What's happening, y'all? Y'all come up if y'all want. Gotta run this gauntlet. Cause I got some more joints I wanted to show y'all. I had to go up off the old situation. And also, Capoid, Congoid, two different skulls. The Capoid and the Congoid is two different skulls. For those who don't know, because a lot of times they try to compare. They try to link us all together, but when you break us down by skull and everything else, autonomy, you see what I'm saying? When you break us down by autonomy, you're going to see the difference. And also that Khoisan coming up out that cave. Also, they coming up out that cave. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this profile picture. It's a skinny face skull. We got these skinny Caucasian skulls. Hold up, let's run this gone. What's happening? What's happening? My family. Hold up, we gonna show these Caucasian skulls, y'all. I said we gonna show these Caucasian skulls. Let me see. See, look, this is what they do. Every time they describe themselves by way of these soft hair textures. So watch out for these soft hair textures and shit. We're exposing these soft hair textures. Let me see if we can get this bigger. I got like two different joints running. People in the background. Can we get this bigger? Y'all can see that? We can see that? Let's see if we can get it bigger. They want to put us in their Caucasian skull family. We ain't gonna do that. Also, we show the separation because a lot of times they try to make everybody one. So remember, Ethiopian has their own Caucasian skull, and the Khoisan has their own Capoid skull. Our skull type falls under Congoid. We're not letting no confusion slip through. Even though the Khoisan can come, or it's Gnostic, that's what we're showing too. Right there, this breakdown, it says in Africa, this dealing with Orus Gnostic, that means straight jaw. It says in Africa, straight jaw is common in the north of the continent as well as many East Africans, and it says them Ethiopoids, and it says frequent among Khoisan. So remember, straight jaw you'll find on Afro-Asiatics and Khoisans, but they can have pernoptus. Like the sister right here, she's pernoptus. You can tell her mouth poking out. So remember, when you look for pernoptus, you look for the forward jaw. Remember, they got small mouths and small lips and small teeth. Remember, this for educational purposes, but we're looking for the distinction because they hide amongst us as dark-skinned people, but they are dark-skinned Caucasian. Yeah, show me my DNA results. Watch this. Show me my DNA results. Let's go ahead and mute this cave. Bye. Sometimes the cave be having too much typing power. They been there trying to oh yeah, I already muted it as. Look. Bloop. Yeah, go make another account. Go make another account, caveman. Alright, we gonna run this gauntlet before we get kicked off. You know they reporting us. So you gotta look at the stories when they say man was made from dust. Ain't no dust in the jungle. I keep trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all gotta understand that just simple science. They talking about dust and sand and shit. Floods and shit. Jungles don't flood. Jungles don't have no dust. They talk about wandering the desert all the fucking time in every story. Aztec, Abraham, Zoroastrian, Hinduism. It's about pattern recognitions, people. Recognize the patterns. Dust, sand, it doesn't fucking matter. There are some creation stories that deal with that. God, not dust. Look this. I don't want to see no cave baby replies in my shit. No bio cat pictures, and you're muted. Go make another account. Are you considering Khoisans the part of the Caucasians? Did I call them Caucasians? They are their own cave babies. A Khoisan is their own cave baby. You understand? A Khoisan is their own cave baby. Talking about what am I considering? A a goddamn a Caucasian is a Caucasian, and a Khoisan is a Khoisan. Both coming out the cave, both SLC light skin gene, both of them drinking milk. There you have it. Both ectomorph body types. So remember, when they say what does the Khoisan and the Caucasian got in common, they are SLC light skin. They are both ectomorph. They both come out the cave and they live in the desert. Easy. Oh yeah, and they feel melanin. This shit is easy. Oh, who we got? Look at this. These random ass names. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. One cave at a time. We're gonna do one cave at a time.
Yo, you right?
How may we help you?
You know, I heard you speaking about the Khoisan. What were you saying about the Khoisan? They're from the cave, you said, right?
Are you unfamiliar with that history?
I mean, it's well, you guys make your own history. You do know the Khoisan,
I
the
asked
oldest.
you, are you unfamiliar with Khoisans living in cave? Yes or no?
No,
Okay, so you didn't know, right?
I know they use caves
You,
for there's purposes why
you,
they use the caves, but it's not they're
hey,
not
living in
from
a
the
cave
cave.
is living in a cave.
Okay, it's like saying there's people that live in the bush. They don't actually live in the bush, but they live in the countryside, but it's just called a bush. It's kind of like that. They
Living in a,
use the cave.
oh my
They're
shit.
not from a cave. Is
No,
what
they
I'm
are
trying to
from a
explain.
cave. Listen,
But my point was right. They are the oldest.
nearest. God damn. The fuck is he talking about? Painful. Shit. I just asked, did you know they was coming out the cave? It's just like the bush. No, it's not, man. It's not. Let's run this gun. This is what they do. Go off topic and shit. I didn't ask you none of that. Let's see what else we got. Look, here's another way you can tell what's what going on. Look in the languages of business in Africa. All the languages is goddamn Spanish, Arabic, French, Arabic, Somali, Arabic, whatever the hell that says, English, Arabic, English, Swahili, Aramaic, English, Spanish, Portuguese, Arabic, French, English. None of them shits is African. None of them shits is African. You gotta you gotta know what to type in on these cave babies to reveal that they're fucking cave babies. The goddamn languages, cave baby. The nose is cave baby. They sitting up here with goddamn Caucasian features and gonna sit up here and tell me you're not a Caucasian. You can't have Caucasian features and tell me you're not a Caucasian. Let's run this Ghana. We got more before we get kicked up off of here. Let me see. The same E1B1B situation. You see where it's at. You see that Albert Einstein has this shit. This is a narrow nose gene. Anybody that's E1B1B has a narrow nose. Prove me wrong. You know? Look at this shit. Let's mute the cave. Tell the host stop capping. You mute. This is a follower. 0 followers, no bio. God damn. 0 followers, no bio. We got another. Is this cave? Let's see. Let's just say normally pigmented Caucasian. How may we help you?
Chaos, how about you today?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it is me again. I'm sorry.
Nearest again. Nearest again. We need new cave professions. No old long-winded, you're wasting them alive. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and mute this cave. Look, it's following me. I'm capping, but you're following me. You're muted. Go ahead, come with another account. Let's run this gauntlet before they get us kicked off. Before they get us kicked off with their Caucasian skulls. Oh yeah, let's show this shit with this Lucy shit too. All these Lucy shits is fucking Australian. Look at this shit. Look at all the Lucy skulls. This shit says Australia such and such. Australia such and such. Those are Australian skulls. Anything that has AUSTRA is fucking Australian. These are all Australian skulls in Africa. Look at that shit. Don't let them play with you. You can't let them play with you. These are Australian skulls, and Australians have their own orange skull type. They call it the orange man, and they're Agilics. An Australian is Agilic. So remember, don't let narrow-nosed people cite an Australian skull. You understand? I would never let a Caucasoid skull cite an Australian skull. There's no argument right there. You got to crush them right there. You got to say, are you referring to an Australian skull? That's what I ask. Are you Australian? What are you talking about this Australian skull for? You gonna talk about what Caucasians found? You ever notice how they try to discredit our argument? Say that's what the Caucasians say. Ain't them motherfuckers digging in them caves, Caucasian? You tomb raiders? What the fuck is tomb raiding? What is skulls and bones? That's why you crush them with the skull type. Also, they are Cymatriae. So you see an Australian is Cymatriae at the bottom with the highlighted yellow. An Australian is a Cymatriae as well as a Hamite and a Dravidian. Both wavy head division of mankind. That's what they call. They are both wavy head division of mankind. So remember, if you get caught up on the geography, yeah, that's that the hawk and the thing eyebrow. See, they want you to get caught up on the geography so it can throw you off. But the whole time, you start looking at them, just look at it. You know? See, our thing is, we using our five senses and we not relying on them to talk about shit when we looking at a narrow nose. You see what I'm saying? Don't allow a narrow nose to tell you anything. Because it's cap. I'm genetically from that like they DNA test me. I'm trying to find my DNA test. I'm waiting to see somebody gonna show me my DNA test with my goddamn name on that motherfucker. But I like that one though. But look, ain't no East African. So what the fuck is you seeing? Oh, watch this. Watch this. If I'm West African, which one is you? If I have West African genetics, which one are you? Northern European or motherfucking East Asian? See, you don't know how to cook them. They be playing too much. There's only 3 genes before they start changing shit. It's only West African. If it's only a West African gene, what is a South African Khoisan? What is an East African Ethiopian? What is a North African Berber or Moor? Nothing but cavemen and dark-skinned cavemen and brown-skinned cavemen. A Nilotic's a caveman. Any desert African is not an African. If you look into it, those are all desert Africans, and which are not Africans. Them Afro-Asiatics, them Khoisans, and them Nilotics, those are all desert Africans. That's what I call desert Africans. Ain't no such thing. Africa was always referred to as a jungle. Forever. So you can trace their timeline when that desert pops up. You know what I mean? All you gotta do is look into the desert. They tell on themselves. Oh yeah, let me show you this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you didn't name nobody, so you get muted. Y'all, they always trying to put us in a category. Go make another account. Go make another account. God damn. Ain't no trees in the cave, nigga. First we swinging from trees and neck, and now we in the cave with them. Fuck out of here, man. You go on timeout. And yeah, are we swinging from trees or are we in the cave with your ass? God damn. So you turn around. You call them a cave baby, they gonna say we live in a cave with them. You know what I mean? But we're not part of their little superiority complex stories and shit. Oh, let's run this gun. Because remember, if it's only the West African gene. Oh, well, if your family, my bad. When you come off wrong, I got the cookies. Oh, what's going on with that? Dang, let me put that picture up. You got to show that 9 either head. All right, so look, always look for the eat the head and the nose lips ratio. They got thin ass lips and shit. You look for them thin lips and them thin noses. You look for the thin lips and thin noses. Remember, regardless of our skin tone, we still got wide noses and woolly head. That's what y'all not getting. Whether albino, brown skin, light skin, dark skin, black skin, super duper black skin, super duper light skin, yellow skin, pink skin, orange skin, whatever skin you want to make up, green skin. If you paint us green, our nose is wide and lips is big. If you paint us orange, our nose is wide, lips is big, head sticks up. It doesn't matter what color you paint us. The skull type is Negroid. I said the skull type is Negroid. It doesn't matter what color they paint us. The head sticks up, the nose is wide, the nostrils big, the lips poke out. It doesn't fucking matter. Don't let them trick you. We do not come with slick hair. We do not come with lice. We don't drink fucking milk. Let's run this gun. Look at them lips on everybody. Lips, nose, head stick up. Lips, nose, head stick up. That's called fucking pattern. For those who don't know, that's what looking like is having the same phenotype. Same oval shaped skull. You see the rounded skull? When you look at the cave skull is skinny. They are skinny skulled people. You understand? Our head sticks up, our nostrils are big, our lips are big. Don't let these skinny nosed people, lice head people trick you. Let's see what's going on with this. Might be.
100, brother. Lice hair. That's the quote of the day, bro.
Back to the science. So, let's run this gun. They be trying to troll too much, man. Stop with the trolling, man. This brother, there ain't no brother, nothing. I'm not from the caves. Hey, look. Also, remember, Aquilian nose and Roman nose are essentially interchangeable, both describing the same goddamn nose shape. The only thing difference is Aquilian puts you in bird time and Roman puts you in Rome. So whether you want to call your nose Roman, you see, or whether you want to call your nose eagle, you want to be connected to eagles or Rome? Huh? You want to be connected to birds or Rome? Either way, Indians and goddamn Ethiopians have this same goddamn bird nose. They have the same bird nose, and they both called the red men. You understand? We got two people called the red men. Two people called the red men. So even when we look into this pretendian situation, they playing the bird nose. Even when you look in their history, when the government was dealing with them, they was only accepting people that had bird noses. We already produced the motherfucking evidence. Look at Habashah. God damn. Watch it. Let me see. You don't even follow me. This is crazy. How do you find me? You don't even follow me. How did you get here? How did you get here? That's crazy, man. It's insane. Watch this. Let's ruffle some feathers today. So look, when we get into the headlights, we have Clad C42 Ethiopia, Islamic 9, Clad C39 Senegal. That's how you can find who's who. Look for the headlights. Well, you don't have to accept it. It's a lot of people that's live right now. Am I the only motherfucker that's live? Am I the only one that's live? Am I the only one that's... I wish y'all said my live popped up. Everybody's live popped up, didn't it? Oh shit. So look, my black people, check for the headlights if we don't have headlights. Check for the milk drinking gene. Check for the skinny bodies. If you look at most unalivers, they got skinny bodies. Look at them. Everybody that tote guns, they skinny. We do got some out of shapers, but for the most part, you got a bunch of skinny bodies. We got a bunch of skinny bodies, but look for the headlights. They got their own headlights, strands and hope. Look, clad. They got headlights clans. Also, this it's a headlights. Nepal and Ethiopia share the same headlights. Yeah. Nepal, Ethiopia share the same headlights. Edu, what's happening? So when you look into the lights clad, I think what's that lights clad? That's lights clad C. So look at lights clad C. Nepal and Ethiopia has the same headlights showing a migration history. Yeah. They came from there, put their headlights here, and they came from there and put their headlights there. You understand? Look at that. Normally pigmented Caucasoid. Hear that, sister? Edu,
We outside. Greetings from here, brother. How you doing?
where's his lips?
I ain't seeing it. That's why they're having their lives being done.
Yeah.
BBL. It came from them. It came from these people.
Uh-huh. No lips.
Box stocks. Yes, the lips. Plastic surgery. That's the reason why, because they have it so flat, just like the orangutans and the monkeys and the apes. They're outside.
And that's what we pointing out, because they're getting people confused, talking about all black people and this black people and the melanated. These are normally pigmented Caucasians, no lips.
Nothing.
That's why
There's a pure black Indian man. Where is he from?
Sri Lanka or some shit.
Oh, exactly. That's it.
But that's why men shave their faces, because they don't have lips.
They don't have lips.
No lips. Also, that's what Romans do. It's a Roman thing. They call that androgynous, meaning a man looking like a woman. So when a man shave their face, they call it androgynous.
Androgynous. Okay.
Although we got some caves trying to come up. Look, they ain't got no profile picture.
As usual, we're outside and inside.
How may we help you, Jamal Abdul Muhammad?
I try to be sarcastic. You got a joke, yeah? You can see my name's clear, bruv. Come on. My North American, Mr. Man. But either way, man, it's all gravy. It's Jay here, man.
It's
Lord
Jay
Jamal.
here.
Lord Jamal's in there, man.
Lord Jamal. Never heard of you.
Lord
Well,
Jamal, man. Yeah, I'm sure you heard of Lord Jamal, the rapper.
No,
No? All right then.
sorry.
Well, now you know, man. Lord Jamal is a veteran rapper from NYC.
That's not an NYC accent. That's a British accent though. So
I never said I'm from there. I said Lord Jamal
yeah,
is an NYC rapper, legend.
why would you claim that?
I ain't claiming nothing. I'm just telling you about Lord Jamal. I'm not claiming it. I don't claim, man. I'm original, bruv. I'm a Londoner, straight up Londoner, mate.
You claim some London people. So, Lord Jamal from New York.
Yes, but he said he don't even know him.
It's
You
a
meant to be
brother.
from
No,
there.
no, that's a brother.
He just said he don't know Lord
I
Jamal.
was fucking with
We
you.
are not interested.
I was
What's
seeing
so
what you
interested
knew.
about this Lord Jamal?
My African friend,
We
Simmer,
don't give
Simmer.
a damn about
Simmer,
him.
my African lady. Sit Simmer.
Yeah,
Sit
we don't
Simmer.
give a damn. Look at the way
Relax,
you're
no one's
accusing him. You
talking to
just
you. I'm
said you
talking
don't
to
know
him,
Lord
man.
Jamal. Who
We're
cares
spinning back and
about
forth.
him? It's of no
Yeah,
use to us.
we got another
What
one.
are you talking about? Lord Jamal. We don't care.
Yeah, a white Caucasian claiming somebody in New York. That's not a white Caucasian.
He's more confused than we.
We got new guests in the house.
How can we help? How may we help you? Hello? Hello? Nearest. You're about to cook. You want to tell me you're cooking? And what are you cooking? What's cooking? You want to bread some milk? Oh, he's gone.
We had to nearest him. He was doing some type of weird cave magic. We got a new guest in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, what's up, man?
How may we help you?
What are you guys talking about?
What are you talking about, you two?
But look, you saying that Somalis came from the cave?
We did not say that's where they are from. Go and ask your papa and your mama.
How did you come to that conclusion?
You just Google it, then you'll see how it come about.
Yeah, but like, I don't think that's true because if you're saying that Somalis came and the Ethiopians or something like that came from the cave, then that means that how come we have black skin? Like, that makes no sense. Like, obviously,
Yeah, but you people came first. The undocumented fallen angels from the pit of hell were black as darkness. So they started hiding their gene in the Aboriginals' womb, the Bantus women's womb. So gradually with time, that darkness was not fading away, and this is how you people came about.
but the thing is, genetically speaking, Somalis do not have.
He do.
Yes,
They don't have
genetically
black
what?
skin. They don't have black skin. They don't come from us. They have
No,
dark
they are
skin.
not from us.
We got black skin. What are you talking
It's-
about? I got dark skin. I got dark skin. What are you talking about?
Listen, when you look at dark skin, it's in reference to black people. When you look at black people, that's in reference to the Negroid. So you're not Negroid. That means you're not black.
All right, so what? I have dark skin. So what does that make me? Does that
You're
make
dark skin. You're dark skin Caucasian.
me a dark skin Caucasian?
Yes, if you look up the word malignocroid, it literally means dark skin among Caucasian races.
Yeah, but like, how can a
No,
dark skin?
but just look up the word malignocroid, and it means dark skin under Caucasian races.
Yeah, but like, how?
It's no buts. That's what it means.
There's no bird. Go and ask Google bird, not we.
Yeah, you keep trying to fight us, and it literally says dark skin Caucasian.
So,
Stop fighting us.
all right, so if that makes sense, yeah. How come I'm darker than most West
You're
Africans?
Caucasian.
Go and ask your papa. Who cares how come you're dark? How do I know you're dark? I ain't seen you.
Indians are dark. Indians are dark. Dravidians are dark.
Yeah, but like, I'm just saying that we're darker than you, and you're saying that.
Yeah, but Indians are dark. So you're dark like this Indian man.
Yeah, but I'm more original, bro. What are you talking about? I'm more original than you, bro. What?
You look at you. This how dark you is.
No, I'm not that stuff as that.
That's an Indian man.
Yeah, it's Indian, yeah. So what? Who
Right.
cares?
So dark skin means what?
What dark? So that's you telling me that's a dark skin Caucasian.
That's what it says. Normally, pigment dark skin Caucasian.
All right. Well, all I'm gonna say is, yeah, like East Africa, it belongs to Somalis, and we are going to conquer it. And
As a slave, yes. As a conqueror, we know. Okay. As a conqueror,
Yeah, we're gonna conquer it,
Yeah, great.
and eventually the Bantus will bow before the
Yeah,
great Somali
okay.
kingdom.
Yeah, right. Great. Nearest. He probably
Cave
still talking.
station. Nearest cave station.
That's sad.
Yeah, but who cares about your board? Why are you asking us? I can't understand these people. Sometimes I just cannot comprehend all they're talking about. It's so pathetic. But how come I'm dark skin? But how come you're asking me how come you're dark skin? Really? Are we serious right now? Oh my days. Yes. Next.
And we destroying the narrative. They're not linked to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
The Nilotic actually has a congoid skull, even though y'all got the same skinny body. You don't.
Mm-hmm.
You're not Nilotic. You're not Nilotic. You're not connected to Bantu. None of them. They are their own separate dark-skinned caveman entity. These are dark-skinned cavemen. When we pull the skulls, the Nilotic is Pronoptus. We pull their skull, the Afro-Asiatic is Oris Gnostic. We pull the head texture, these are soft head texture Gilix, Nilotics or Giriz. Stop trying to link up. Y'all got two different type of dark skin. These people are dark red. These are burnt red. That's sunburn red. Go ahead, Sister Edo.
Yeah. Well, look, you see these two pictures. They might look different in color, but they are the same people. We're not the same with them.
Well, look, they're the same in body type. So both of them are skinny body. They're the same in drinking milk.
With long hands. The long hands. Do you
Yep.
notice that? Oh, my days. They have longer hands.
But we basically saying that goddamn Nilotic is a fucking concoction coming out of the Bible. All that shit coming out of the Bible. Anything we dealing with them damn Bible references, it's always
Abraham.
Nile River, Egypt, Ethiopia. Those are all deserts and little cave connections.
And the worst part of it, they'll come, but why? But what? They know. The problem with them is that they failed their ancestors. And the ancestors are going to wipe them in their ass. Because their useless ancestors were able to keep this away from us, but they failed totally and woefully, so it's not a problem to them. But do you believe? No, I don't believe in shit. I ain't believing in whatsoever you're talking about. I don't believe in anything coming from you guys. The Bible, the Quran, we don't believe in it. Oh yes, we don't. Look at them. Look at them. The Mayas, they're the same. Every one of them, the same.
Do you see any lips?
Yeah.
No
This
lips.
of Orangutan and the red hair, Orangutan. Orangutan. Oh my days, we're outside and inside. And did you see how slender their butt is?
Yeah.
They started the BBL. The BBL was not made for us. They started it because it was slender. Everything slender. We, the Aboriginal, will have copper, brown, and gold skin color. So every other color was coming from them. It's them. We are copper, we are brown, and golden. Borno State in Nigeria. Bruno. It means Bruno. Bruno means brown. Our brother is back. Have you warmed your milk? Are you there? Do you have evidence? You go and do your research and stop asking useless, silly questions. Come on, live here. Yeah, they dance in there from India. No, we don't have. We're just forging it. Imagination. Imagination. And so what? Crime Mediterranean Sea. Hello, are you there, user? User. User. Using. Use. Nothing. Nearest. So you can see how slender the body is. Yeah. As they are now, so also they are women. The women are so slender. That's the reason why they started doing the BBL. They started doing the box talks or talks box, fixing their lips, cutting some parts in their body and putting it in their lips to make it look wide and high, like that of the Aboriginal woman. When you see the Aboriginal woman, she have her lips, everything natural. Her cheeks, everything natural. Even the breast, everything. They were not even having breast. Yeah. Most of them were not even having nothing there. So they started all this breast lifting. It wasn't lifting, was I don't know what's called. Then you have the BBL. They started the BBL and the lips. Well, anyway, they started with the plastic surgery, which is the face, which is the lips. So that their lips now will not be that flat as that of the orangutan or hips of monkey. And you guys know this. We thought it was for fashion. We never knew it was more than that. But now we are outside and inside. We know these people are from the cave, aka grave, the Cacas Mountain. This is where you people are from. And you see them. Oh yeah, we are tall, Naomi Campbell. We know you want to do your fashion and design. If you want to become a model, you have to have the slender body with the long hands, just like Naomi Cowbell. Or you have to be like Nicolas Cave. We know you guys. We know you all. Now we know who is on the high table. We ain't one, and we can never, ever be the same. You guys are soulless and heartless. No empathy, no sympathy, nothing. Just body without feelings. You don't care how others feel. It's not your problem because you came direct from the pit of hell. And now using religion to guide us. Now, and the same religion said, God threw all of them away because they make themselves wife of the earthly men. That means there were no women down there. That means they were into one another. That means that is where the story of man to man started from. And they were so tired, they started looking for the women, and they came down here to make themselves, to meet with the children, with the daughters of men. So you see, and then I said, when you unalive, you're going to get 72 virgins. Come on, guys, you ain't getting any 72 virgins because there is none in there. They're all men, man to man, back to back, bomber to bomber. What's up, brothers? Baba self-paid. I think you came first, yeah?
Yeah, I had some cave confessions. Yeah, so I agree with the prompt here. Somalis are not black. All of East Africa is not black.
Somalis are not black?
No, because they're not indigenous. The indigenous are the Bantu.
Okay.
Do you guys agree?
100%. You're right. Cook it out. Dish it out. Ethiopian in Israel was subjected
Edu, could I ask you something?
Yeah.
Let's say that a caveman, right? A man from East Africa
he asked for your hand in marriage, would you allow that?
Never. Now that I know, I will never ever. We are not supposed to mate with them because I'm going to bring a hybrid of evil. That's a mixture. Hyena with a lion. I would never do that. Why asking? I hope you're not going to ask me my hand in marriage. I'm saying no right now. So why are you asking?
So who would you accept first, a white tea man or a caveman
Oh,
from
that
East
one, the
Africa?
leprosy, I'm not going in there, man. I'm going in for the Bantu to Bantu, Bomber to the Bomber, back to back. Bantu man, Israel. I love the Bantu man. Oh, my days. I want the Bantu man 24/7. I ain't going for any cave. Before I even say yes, we have to do our gene, our DNA, mitochondria, hypoglobe, everything doable. If I have to test his shit, his carcass, I'm gonna do that. So before he can climb me and leave his gene on me, I want to be sure he's not just slender milk drinking, fresh blood drinkers and raw meat eaters. I don't want to have anything to do with their gene. Never in my life. I ain't taking the white. You know how long I've been here, over 2 decades and plus. I don't want to have anything to do with them. I felt I had my instinct right from time. I never knew all these people that they are. Oh my days. What? Leprosy? I ain't doing that shit.
Edu, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. You guys said that they're all skinny, but it looks like that Somali girl has a lot of bunda. You guys see that?
I have a question though.
Yeah,
It
you
looks
wait.
very
You cannot
thick.
just come here and say you have your question. I've not finished with him. Let him finish. Be patient,
Yeah.
please.
Why do you think that Somali woman has all that bunda,
No, the
all that
question is
nyash?
why did you ask me that question? Why did you ask me that question to start with?
Well, because you said that they're slender and they're slim, but I saw a lot of nyash back there in the
A
Somali
lot of
woman.
nyash. Those are fake nyash. Those are BBL. This BBL is alive in them. I ain't doing. If I want to do my is maybe I'm gonna take away from not adding to it. So you see,
So what
most
are they
of them
eating? You
doing
know,
their
maybe like
BBL.
fufu diet or
Oh
jollof
my
rice.
days, fufu is the best. Fufu to the world. Fufu. This AKA Akmu, sister, the world. When you eat it, you feel high with a goosey soup, with afo soup. Don't go there is the best. Try to eat it. Your life can and will never be the same
Eh,
again.
hello everyone. I have a question though.
Very impatient. Nomadic. Oh yeah, talk. It's your turn. Oh yeah, talk.
Nearest.
The
He didn't even
nearest
come up
cave station.
and he just immediately started talking.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really the most bunda I've ever seen on a Somali woman. I have to say,
What's
mashallah,
going
you
on,
know?
man? What's going on, man? What's going on, man?
What's
Okay, do me a
going on?
favor. We are here to do cave confession, so let's hear that.
Yeah, I have a lot of cave confessions, actually.
Okay, let's hear it. That's what we're here for.
Well,
I hope some of
do
the
you guys
caves
have any
that
questions,
run,
maybe? Any
I
questions I
hope
can
some of
answer?
the Neanderthal, the R, what is it? The R1B, that's what it is. DNA people is here, which is not Somali, the Yoruba and the Fula and the Hausa. I hope some of you are here.
I mean, these
So
are,
you could continue.
yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them, but I have
We
to
are not
admit,
interested. No, we don't have any question because we know who we are dealing with. So, what question?
Yeah.
The only question I would love to ask is when are you guys going back? When back to the cave? That's all the questions.
yeah, I actually talked to Chaos about this, and he said he wants to create the JCF, the Jareer Coalition Front. He wants to kick all the cavemen out of
Thanos snap.
Africa.
A
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Thanos
want.
snap.
Yeah, we are done with you guys. You are
Like
caused more chaos, more harm than good. You ain't good at all. Anywhere you people put your leg become desert. The land vest.
Hey, Baba, we want you to holler at your nomadic brother. He got some questions for you.
Yeah, what's going on, brother?
All
Nomadic.
right. Okay. Yeah. So my question is that so this issue is with Somalis, right? So if that's the case, then what do you guys think about the Nilotics and why were they brought up?
They are all the same with different names. The Nilotic, these are the Nubians. These
No,
are the
no.
Nupe.
The
They're all
Nilotics
the
are
same with different names. The Nilotic are also the Wolof in Senegal.
like the Dinka, Nuer.
They are the Dinka and the Mandinka and the Tinka. They are all the same. Mandinka,
No.
Tinka, Tinka,
Mandinka
Tinka,
are different from
Sinka,
Dinka, bro.
Inka, and Dinka, Anunka, Ofunka, Alinka, and Yinka. They are the same.
Idu.
What
Wait
is
one second.
this?
Let me correct your inaccurate information, Edu. Dinka and Mandinka are not the same people. They're two different
Come
group,
on, will
right?
you keep quiet?
Oh,
Bro,
that's
you
true.
You
But
trying to
think
be
you can
nomadic,
come
corrected
here
or
and
what?
deceive
nomadic,
who?
nomadic, bro. Let me talk to you in cave, okay? Do you have any cave confessions?
Go ahead, talk.
Yeah, because it seems like I'm the only other cave that can speak to you here. So, do you have any cave confessions?
I don't know what that word mean, but no.
How much milk is in your refrigerator?
Oh, milk. I drink a lot of milk.
Yeah, we know. We know. Because you're not indigenous.
Does that make someone not indigenous for drinking milk?
Yeah, can you turn your camera on and show us your refrigerator and show us how much milk is in there? Yeah, that makes you not indigenous. Yeah.
Well, that's new. Someone didn't tell me that. That's new.
This is something we all agreed upon.
So, indigenous Africans, tell me the way of indigenous African.
Indigenous
Since
Africans have features. They have certain features and they have certain look.
okay, look.
Exactly.
Okay, let me say this, right? The Nilotics are the top, the darkest, right? So if they're disqualified from being African, right? So just
No,
tell me
but
the
see, you
certain
weren't listening. Chaos
so
told you, right? Stop trying to click up with the Nilotics. Nilotics are indigenous Africans. They have the skull shape, they have the jaw, and they have the Jarir hair.
Everything.
They're just skinny.
wow, yeah, man, wow.
You're
Stop.
learning a lot, right? You're learning a lot.
Um, there's too much confusing on your side.
No,
Because
there's not. I'm from the cave. I'm having cave confessions, so I know what's going on.
okay, okay, if you would help me clarify the typical African, or should I say indigenous African features, like from
Yeah,
physical to genetic and all these stuff, right? Tell me.
yeah, I can help you. So if we look at the people on the panel, they claim to be Bantus. They have wider noses. They have Jarir hair. That's indigenous. You know.
What do you say about the likes of Dinka? They tend to have like kinky hair a bit.
Hold on, real quick.
They're not Bantu.
Hold on, Mr. Nomadic.
Yeah, what's up?
So when you look into the Afro-Asiatic, y'all have something called a straight jaw. That's your facial skull type. That means all Afro-Asiatics, all Caucasians, all Indians, all like damn near majority of the planet. All y'all have something called straight jaw. So y'all are actually not related to the Nilotic. The Nilotic is Pernoptus and woolly headed. We have two.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
First of all, I think you have understood me. I'm a Dinka, first of all, right? Which is Nilotic, right? And the fine jaw
Oh, you was
does
coming
not
off. You was coming off as cave, but we can get into that too.
and secondly, Nilotics have
Gotcha.
defined jaw too, if that's what you're talking about. And
Oh yeah, we not.
the
Oh, hold up.
defined jaw is not associated with anyone.
It's
It
associated
just
with Caucasians. It literally says it right here at the bottom. Fine jawline.
So are you South Sudanese? You said you're Nilotic.
I am.
So your neighbors to the north, right? In North, are they indigenous to their land? North Sudan.
That's a topic for another day. First
No,
of
no,
all,
but I'm asking you, sir. What do you think?
some of them are, some of them are not.
I'm talking about like the Nubians, right? Like the Jalaba, like Omar al-Bashir. Are they indigenous as people?
Yes, he just Arabized indigenous. He just think he's
Okay.
Arab. He was a confused element.
See, this is the disconnect, brother, right? Because I come from those lands,
What land? Where are
and
you from?
I'm from Sudan, brother.
What's your tribe then?
Does it matter? We're all cave. We're
Yeah,
all from the cave.
yes, it matters.
One
I
tribe.
told you
One
my
tribe. My
tribe.
my tribe is cave,
I just told you my tribe. So it's fair for you to tell me your tribe, though. We're trying to know each other here, right?
brother. I'm on
So,
your side. So you don't need to know my tribe, okay?
okay, all
Either way,
right.
it's cave. So you're telling me the Arabs to the north of you are indigenous,
I didn't say Arab. I said some of them are indigenous, right? But here's a keyword, but they are confused element that think they're Arab because they Arabize. Arabize does not equal Arab. Arabize is someone who abandoned their culture and then adopting Arab culture, right?
Nomadic. So listen, another form of Arabize is when they Arabize your features, meaning that you have Arab features. That's another form of Arabizing. Are you aware of that?
It's true that some of them are mixed with Arab, right? That's
Right. So
true.
listen. The
But
people,
still, they
Nomad, the people who's claiming to be Arab has Arab features, literally.
would you
what's Arab?
disagree with that, Nomad? The people in North Sudan, you don't think some of them have Arab features?
I think some of them are mixed with Arab, yes, which means that they had Arab
And do you know why
intermix.
that is? Because they wanted to better the race and go further away from the Bantu.
Okay,
That's why.
let me touch on that topic, right? It's true they gave their daughters to the Arabs so they could have better features, like having less dark skin and having to do with lighter skin. It's true they did that, right? But still, they still have those black stuff in them, right? But yeah, they hate themselves. That means they became Arab culturally and they gave their women, right? So basically, it's like someone giving their daughters to someone to improve their genetic, but it doesn't change their roots, right? It just changed the way they live and also mix up their genetics, but they still have their old genetic, right?
So what is it to you defending the cave? The cave?
I'm not
Why are you
defending them.
defending the cave?
I'm not defending them. If you look at my page, I diss them all the time. You know, if you look at my page, I don't get along with these people, right? But if it come to like
So you
saying
have a problem
fact,
with me,
right?
brother?
If it's come to saying fact, it's better to know the truth, right? Than to because the truth will set you free. I'm not saying there are no Arabs in Sudan. I'm saying that some of them are Arab, right? And some
Nomadic.
of them gave their daughters to Arab, but not everyone in Sudan gave their daughters to Arab. Not everyone hate their features, right? But some of them do. So I don't know if you take my keyword some.
No,
So
nomad,
not
nomadic,
all.
nomadic. Are you nilotic?
Yeah, I stated earlier. Yeah, I'm a
Okay,
Dinka.
can you explain the prompt? It says genome analysis once more detecting a notable non-African admixture in the Dinka, Nuer, Nuba, and other Nilo-Saharan speaking individuals.
What?
Genome analysis, meaning that they looked at the DNA of the Dinka, Nuer, Nuba, and other Nilo-Saharan, and they see a non-African admixture in the darkest people. So the darkest people have an admixture.
That is true. You guys do have some Cushitic ancestry because you guys are surrounded by Ethiopia, Somalia, and Sudan. You guys do have some
If
Eurasian
if
admixture.
anything they have our ancestry. We don't have their
No, no,
ancestry, right?
no, brother. I'm
If
telling you the truth.
anything,
You guys have about 10 on average, 10 to 15% Eurasian admixture.
can I see the fact? Can you prove that?
Yeah.
It's on the
I
prompt.
like to
Yeah.
go read the source you're coming from
Nomadic.
because
It's on the
I'm all
prompt.
about learning.
It's on the prompt. Go into genome analysis of Nilosaharensis. So you ask about information. It's literally on the prompt.
So, and Nomadic, think about what you just said, right? You said, oh, they might have some of our ancestry. So you really think it was a one-way street, brother? You really think that some of the Cushitic DNA is not also within you? That's interesting. Is this why you're defending the cave?
No, listen, man. I'm not defending nobody. I'm not. We're totally different, all right? We're totally different.
Y'all drink milk together. Y'all skinny together. Y'all in the desert together. Y'all
Okay,
herd.
South Sudan is not a desert though. First of all, we drink milk, yeah, in South Sudan. True.
Did we find you in the desert?
We're not in the desert. South Sudan is not a desert.
This is what I mean. Listen, this is what I mean. All nomads are desert dwellers. That's how you are nomad. When you migrate, you're migrating desert to desert.
No, incorrect.
What?
So why did your
Incorrect.
forefathers allow non-African DNA within them?
Again, okay, listen.
You know what gets me with these people, and it bubbling to me with these people. You have a whole bunch of them coming to confess that they are not indigenous. You have information out there that show you where they coming
Can
from
I say
and
this?
where they enter. Wait a minute. But at the same time, you guys are debunking each other information. I don't get that. It don't make sense to me. If you're indigenous, you're indigenous. If you're aboriginal, you're aboriginal. But why, when someone here that is from is a Nilotic, whatever, and
Yes.
he's telling you that he is from that? So what are you? Okay, let me ask you a question. So are Dinkas Bantu?
They neither Bantu nor Cushitic. They just
Okay,
Nilotic.
stop right there. Stop right there. When you go in other panel, other people saying that Dinkas are Bantu. But then when you hear from you guys said something else. So I do not get it. What's the big deal? It's not like somebody coming to analyze you guys, or if you guys speak where you're from, or how you enter the continent. It's like someone is gonna come there and analyze you people, or something bad is gonna happen. I don't get it. What's the big deal? Not just
Hey,
afraid
Paula,
to admit who you are.
see, the
All
thing is
right.
that
Well,
they are Nilotic, right? But if you look at where South Sudan is, it's right. It starts at the end of the Sahara Desert, right? So the
no,
Sahara
Right.
Desert
it
used
does
to be
not. It does
green,
not.
right?
South Sudan is
Hold on,
And
brother.
it's
fully
desert
green.
now. It
So
used
the
to be
Sahara
fully
Desert used to
green.
be green. That means that a lot of non-African people, it was easy for them to travel through Africa because it wasn't desert, right? But once it became a desert, you have people like the South Sudanese who are more isolated. They're their own people, right? So they didn't mix as much. But at some point, they did mix with the Cushitic people. And that's why this brother here, his people have around 15% non-African DNA. He doesn't want to admit it though.
Which I think is ridiculous. Just admit who you are and just move on.
Okay, let me respond to you
I
saying
hear
that.
people talking shit that I'm Indian. I have no Indian in my blood.
Can I?
I know who my parents are Bantu. And I don't give a shit about Bantu, Buntu, Ubuntu, whatever. I know who the frig I am, and I know where my ancestor came from. And that's just what matters to me. Do I care to go to Africa? No. Do I want to go there? Yes, because I would love to know my ancestor land. But my desire is to stay right where I came from in Jamaica. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. Because y'all not to be trusted. Y'all is a bunch of liars and evil bastards. That's just what it is. Y'all
Okay,
a great analyze. No, I'm pissed now. Because you sitting here listening to brother telling you who you are, and you here trying to make yourself look like a freaking different person when you're not.
is it my turn to talk or not?
No, I'm not done yet. I'm not done. It's just mind bubbling with you guys. Just be your damn self. You don't have to pretend. We already know. This is the time of knowing. You have European blood. You're from the cave. Your ancestors were not from the continent of Africa. You guys came in, analyzed grape, and gave us religion. We didn't have anything called freaking religion.
Hey, Paula, let me tell you something. Do you know a large portion of his country speaks Arabic? What do you think about that?
Should I reply?
No, admit it though, right? You guys speak Juba Arabic, right?
Let me reply.
He doesn't want to admit it. You've been Arabized, brother.
Nope.
Hey, I can't stand these people
Okay.
and their
How do
lives,
you think
man.
South Sudan gained independent though? How do you think it gained independent? Can you tell me? And why?
We don't care.
You
Because the
don't care
Bantu
because you
people
don't want
are,
to know.
we
You don't
don't
want to know.
care
You want to
because the
push narrative.
Bantu people are not free. Don't
You
come
guys
here with the
started
pity
selling
party.
cows.
We're
You sold
not here
cows and
with
you
the
drank
pity
milk.
party for nobody.
Oh,
That's how you gain
but
independence. You sold a bunch of cows and you drank a
no,
lot of
no.
milk.
Okay, like, are you guys open
Hello.
to learn something? Because I'm
Can I
going to
speak?
teach you
Can I
something.
have the floor, please? I'm Somali and Jamaican man. Let me have the floor. Because you guys are
Get
very
the fuck off.
uneducated.
Get the
I'm
frig
very
off
uneducated.
now. Get the hell off. Don't bring that piece of garbage back up here.
Okay, okay. Is it my? Can I just state it how South Sudan gained independent, right? Can I? Are you guys ready to learn something?
Ready to learn something.
Yeah,
What you
because there
mean?
have been misinformation about
What
what
did you
South
just say?
Sudanese are.
What did you just say? Ready to learn something? What are we learning from you guys? How you, if you are here to tell us how your ancestors unalive us, then what do you have to offer? How you put your head inside the cow ass and pump her into it so that the fountain of life, aka Aqua the Twilight, will be coming out? Is that what you want to teach us? Is it how you put your mouth inside in the cow's breast and be sucking the milk directly from there? Is that what you want to learn? Is that what you want to teach us?
But yet you want them to cling
But
Bantu
is
identity.
it how you people
So
take the dung of the cow and take your bath with it? Is that what you want to teach us? But what? What are you talking about? How you people are sleeping with the animals? Is that what you want to teach us? You want us to learn from you? What is it that is so
you envy
important?
them.
That
You
is
want them to
so
accept
special
you.
that you want
You
to teach?
envy them. You're mad because they're
Nobody
not
envy
wanting to be
nobody
you.
over
Nobody
here.
ask you anything. Why you
Nobody
lying?
You
If I
envy
envy
slap
them.
nobody
you
over
now,
here.
when I will slap you, your head will just stick inside the anus of that cow.
You
Stop
know, I'm a
lying.
fighter, right? You cannot do that to me, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Nomadic.
Then stop lying. You this
Nomadic.
idiot.
How
Yeah,
tall are
what's
you?
up?
Very tall.
I am 6'4.5". So what's
Okay,
up?
and you know how you got that tall, right? It's from
Baba,
drinking all that milk.
Baba.
Uh-huh.
Hey, nomadic. What you weigh? About 140?
What?
How much you weigh?
I weigh about 175 right now. What's up?
Exactly.
I was trying to see if you was slender. We seen if you was a skinny man.
Oh yeah, he's very skinny. 175, 6'4". Yeah, that's from all that milk.
That's skinny.
Yeah, so I'm slender. Yeah, yeah.
I'm 165 and I'm 5'7".
Good, good. You know, I can gain weight, right? I can
Not
gain
really.
weight if I
It's gonna
want.
be hard.
But you know,
Yes,
Bantus don't
but
drink as much milk as you, right?
it's gonna be hard, but it's not
We are not
impossible.
supposed to be taking it because it is not digesting us and it's giving our children the asthmatic, the asthma,
See,
autism.
Edu,
Children
Edu,
with autism, stop giving your
Edu, one
children
Listen,
second,
this
right?
milk.
The reason why he's able to drink so much milk is because his non-African DNA.
my oh my, no, no, no. Listen,
Yes.
listen, right? South Sudanese are the African, that's the African you can get, right? Just because they're tall doesn't mean shit, right? South Sudanese are taller than Arab too. They're taller than a lot of people, right? So it's a country with the most tallest people, even taller than European, right? So I don't know what you're talking about. So the information you're giving, it's a dangerous type of information, right? It's something that is destructive to the mass people. So I mean, you should really think twice before you talk, right? Because we're trying to improve the environment here, not polluted with toxic information, right?
There's nothing toxic when there's the truth and facts showing the skull bones, the body types, the hair, everything. So I don't know what's toxic if the facts are out there on Google for you yourself that
Why
you
are
can
they
go
taller than
find.
most people though? If they got it from European or non-African, why are
So
they
you can
taller?
drink milk, so that
What's
means
so
you're
toxic?
lactose.
What toxic are you talking about? Please, can you emphasize on that, please? I really want to know because I'm not comprehending the
Okay,
concept.
someone said that South Sudanese drink a lot of milk and that's why they're tall, and that's why they got it from non-African DNA,
Now,
right?
let me tell
So,
you why you guys
so
are
let me
tall.
finish.
Listen, you listen to me, the reason why you guys are tall. You see, the petrified giants are your grandfathers. These petrified giants gave birth to the Nephilim, and the Nephilim are you guys. So you're
Oh
trying,
my.
yes, oh my God, so pathetic, so painful, unbelievable. What a sad story. For real, are you sure? Yes, we are outside. These are the undocumented fallen angels from the pit of hell who came to Africa, who came to Congo Bongo through the Horn of Africa and did what you did. So we are here playing. We don't care about your jokes. You guys are corny set of people. We are not interested anymore. You have caused us more harm than good. Our ancestors gave your ancestors a good warming welcome when they were deported twice from Mesopotamia. Twice as a refugee. And yet, look at how you guys failed off. And you want us to pretend that all is well, and you are here pretending to teach us. You want to teach us that this is because you are drinking. Yes, you are the Milky Way people, the Milky Way galaxy. That is what is good in here. It's not good for us. Even the cow is a hybrid. These things are not from us. We are not supposed to be consuming it. We are not supposed to be even talking with you guys, to mingle with you guys, no talk of interbreeding with you guys. You are nothing but bastards of children. We don't want to have anything to do with you. Take your cows, your camel, your ass, and your mountain goat back to where you're coming from. Even the cock as well. It's all from you guys. We have our own way of life.
We
The
came
milk
from
you
South
people
Sudan,
introduce
man.
it to
We're
us.
not
Let
going
me finish.
anywhere.
The milk you people introduce it to us by fire by force as baby food. So when the baby is being born, it becomes the baby food. That is why the baby, they throw it up. It's undigested. That is the reason why they cry all night, all day, because it's not good for our metabolism, but it's good for you. We are two different entities. You guys are the mankind, a kind of man. We are the aboriginal, the original man. You are the genetics, aka the Genesis, the beginning of God's creation. You guys were created, anyhow it was. You were made in lab in Syria, the present day Iraq. So what is this? And you notice and you're pretending. This is why I can never ever agree with you guys. When you come down here, you say you want to lecture us over what? Of your own stupidity? We are outside and inside.
Yeah, Edu, I want to say something. Nomadic, how many cows will it cost you to get married? Because I know your people trade cows.
Are
And real,
you trying
and
to get a Nilotic woman? Is that why you're asking that?
I
That's
don't want
like a
Nilotic women. Nilotic women are for
100,
Nilotic
200,
men.
depend
But I'm
on, we
asking
know
you,
it. It's
how many
100 or
cows?
200, depend on, we know
How many
already.
cows is required to get the woman of your dreams?
well for height standard. First of all, the height thing. If the woman is, let's say, 6'4" and above, so that's like the standard would be 400 to 500 cows, right? But if she's shorter than 6'4" or anything like that, then it depends on what type of who she is, right? Behavior, all these stuff, and her family lineage. So it depends.
Wow. So 500 cows for a 6'4" woman.
Yes. 6 and above, yeah.
Cave confession. Cave confession.
Bro, I don't care what you say, okay? About cave confession, we're not we're just South Sudanese, man. We neither Cushitic or Bantu or anything like that, right? So let me reply to this woman. You talk about South Sudanese putting their heads in the cow's ass and all these stuff and all that stuff, right? First of all, and you also stated that some people they claim South Sudanese and they say South Sudanese are Bantu and all these stuff, but yet you turn around and say all these stuff. It clearly stated that it clearly show you are mad that they're not claiming to be Bantu because you stated in your statement you say some people say they're Bantu, but you over here saying they're not Bantu clearly mean you're mad. So it doesn't get and yeah, that thing happened, the thing with the cows, yeah, it's true, and there's reason behind that, right? And also with the African identity stuff, well, South Sudanese are taller than everyone, they are darker than everyone, so they're overqualified to be African, right? And again, Bantus are not taller than South Sudanese, right? They're Nilotic and they're not darker. And what else?
Yeah, they don't
They
drink
have
milk. All right, so no matter. We understand that. So where's South Sudanese? Is that West Africa?
no, it's not.
Okay,
It's
so the
not.
point is, when we look into the genetics, it's called the West African gene, and when you look into the skull type, it's called Congoid. When you look into a Nilotic has a Congoid skull, not a Congo African. It has a Nilotic skull. Y'all skull type is Congoid. Remember, y'all nomadics. Y'all are not from nowhere. A nomad means somebody without a residence, a fixed residence. So you cannot be anything as a nomad. A nomad literally means you live nowhere.
Let me correct that right there,
Don't
right?
need to correct that because we know what
South
the
Sudanese,
etymology. Listen, there's
so,
nothing to correct. It's nothing to correct. The definition of goddamn nomad means homeless, basically. It means you don't live nowhere. You live everywhere. That's what it literally means.
but
So
South
you can't.
Sudanese are not those, right?
You cannot be a nomad and a South Sudanese at the same time. That just means
What is a South Sudanese to you? What is a South Sudanese to you?
that just means that you're retired. You are a settler. That's what that means. You are a settler. You can't be a nomad and be a nationalist, meaning you can't claim a nation and be a nomad. Nomad literally means someone without a fixed residence. South Sudan is a residence. You can't be a nomad and have a residence. You understand?
Do I have space to speak now?
No, I asked you, did you understand?
The definition of what you're saying is incorrect.
What's the definition of nomad? Living in South Sudanese? South Sudan? Huh?
If I talk, then you say I don't have space to stop. So
Well,
I'm gonna let you finish, and then
technically,
I'm
I
gonna
ain't say
stop.
that, but nearest. Let's go with some more caves. It was another cave trying to come up. We ain't about to keep playing that game.
Hello, brother.
Hey there, my sister.
How are you?
You know, we strong up in here. Without the milk. We up here strong without the milk. Sister, did you want to contribute anything?
Yeah, I'm a South Sudanese, but what you are saying, I don't think like we South Sudanese will agree with that thing because we know ourselves. Like
Sister, you guys know yourself. How tall are you?
me, I'm 5'7".
5'7"?
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, you brown
Are you?
skin, right?
I'm not brown skin. I'm dark skin.
Oh, 5'7" dark skin.
5'7" dark
I
skin.
want to make some cave confession. South Sudanese are
Mohammed.
Dravidians. They are elongated Dravidians
Hold on,
who
Mohammed.
came with their cows. With from
How nomadic of you, Mohammed? Have a little bit of patience, man. We got you. We got you, Mohammed. Couldn't even breathe. See, look at your brother Baba. He can, just breathe. We got you.
hybrid, so I tell the truth to my
You're not a
Bantu people because
hybrid.
I have a.
You're pure cave. You have no Bantu, nothing. You were not cutting on no cameras. And then remember, it's not even called Bantu features. Technically, it's Negroid features. And Negroid is black.
Feature.
What? Come on, Mom. Cut your camera
I
off.
also have the Caucasoid feature, so I'm a hybrid, but I'm just gonna, I'm a middle of it. So I'm gonna tell you the cave confession as an insider.
Time out. What are your Negroid features and what are your Caucasoid features, please?
These are my lips. I have decent sized lips.
Decent sized lips.
Yeah,
You don't say that's
Marcus
a lie.
Garvey.
No, that's a lie.
I don't have the paper thin like Haile Selassie in that picture. I have like a full lips.
But do you have a Semitic nose? Do you have a beak nose?
My nose is like well, you could describe it as a bit more negroid, but my hair.
Just cut the camera on, let us see it.
Nah, like I have a lot up, so
So when you walk in a room, right? Does your nose enter the room before you do? Does your nose stick out like a
I don't have
toucan,
I don't have that cave nose, but I do have other features like my hair texture a little bit.
Hold up, man. Let's go back to Theta, man. Theta with Eda was talking.
Yeah.
Eda with our topic.
Okay.
Yeah, what you saying?
What I was saying, like, if you come to my country, yeah, when to come to tall, short, people are diverse there. You just found even the family members. I'm the shortest in my family, and the rest are tall. It doesn't matter. You will just come out the way you look. You can be 6 feet. You can be 5 feet. It depends. Okay. It's not all South Sudanese will be tall, and it will not be all South Sudanese will be short. So it's always like people just came up with genetic, and also for people to be tall and short, it depends with the environment.
You because I know South Sudanese they kidnap Bantu children.
We don't kidnap. That thing will never happen in Sudan. We don't have that thing. There's no kidnapping there. From who and why?
They still Bantu children, especially from the Ecuadorian region.
Which Equatorian? Equatorian themselves, they're Nilotic. I don't know where do you come with that delusional. Which Bantu? Have you ever been to South Sudan? Go and ask them.
You guys don't allow the Aboriginal to go there. The short people are not allowed.
We do.
Yeah, it's only the tall people are allowed to go in there. And the white people. We know.
You don't listen, my sister.
Are there Bantus, Jamaicans from Somalia? We have a brother here saying that. Is that true? Have you guys ever heard of that?
Hold on. Nah. He's trolling. He was our rep here. He's trolling. We trying to get to this.
So, what I was saying, like, these people, they will come here light, like, oh, Sudan is like this. But when you go and see people, you will just be surprised. You will say, oh, it wasn't true. Okay? You have to go to Sudan and see people. This person come and tell you this person is an Equatorian, and then you found him taller than, even a Dinka than me. Will you say this guy is not an Equatorian? No. These people are coming here to confuse people.
Who are the people coming here to confuse people? Can we know, please? Who are they?
People who like to claim us the indigenous people from Sudan, yeah? The black people of that place. They come there and then they claim our people and they take our names, our food and everything. And that's why we intend to bring this culture of marrying the girls higher so that nobody will take away our lineage and everything again, because how they enter through us. And we didn't like, and this thing now, we see it to prevent a lot of people, okay? People who want to come and invade. If you want
who are the people who want to come in and invade? Can we know them?
let's say for us, we have problem with people from Saudi, Arabs, from Yemeni. Yeah.
And these people, these are not Bantu people. I'm so happy.
No, they are not.
Very good, because the Bantu
No,
people
for us,
don't do
you
that.
know what? You do something you have to know. If you go to Sudan right now, people you have to put there, and you will come here and say, oh, because you're criticizing your brother from Africa, okay, from others. If you go right now and see Nuba, yeah, Nuba are the most shortest in the whole Sudan, yeah. You will see them; they are so short, but they will tell you they are not Bantu, okay.
Yeah,
But
because they
will
were
know
they changed, they were being forced to change. This Numba, yeah, Numbantu. Yeah, I've heard of their story. Yeah.
No. These people,
Wait, brother,
they
why are
haven't
you
go anywhere.
laughing?
My sister, I'm telling you, these people, they haven't go anywhere.
Baba
We are
said
just
pride. Why are you laughing? Am I lying?
Wait, can
No,
you say that
dish it out.
again?
Dish it out, please.
Can you say that again? You said Nubantu? What is that?
oh, they are Nuba, and the
Exactly,
Nubians are
Nuba, two Nuba. Yeah, my stomach.
No, you know, for a person to criticize Sudan, yeah, the most diverse country in the world, even white people will tell you, is Sudan. Sudan. A mother can have different shades. You just wonder. You wonder.
Oh, Chineke me, Almighty God.
But for us, if you are not dark skin, yeah, you don't have kinky hair, you have problem with us, definitely. For us as a Sudanese, okay?
See?
We don't joke with ourselves. We know ourselves.
See, that's
Okay?
The
look,
North
that's your
Sudanese.
telltale. That's your telltale, that dark skin.
What about the North
So we
Sudanese,
are dark
Athena?
skin. Eh?
No,
And tiny legs with long arms.
yeah, so
Not the
basically
Sudan.
y'all telltale is y'all dark skin, and our telltale is we come brown skin.
Yeah, if you come brown skin for us, we will wonder where are you coming from? Like, are you invaders too, or are you mixed kids? You want to come and invade? We will question ourselves too. Like, it's not normal, okay? It's for us, okay? And if you go to North Sudan too, you will know it's only one tribe controlled North Sudan, which is Arabs. The rest are indigenous, you know, and they are forcing them to have kids with these people, okay? But if you see a Northern Sudan and you see me, there's no different. If you see a Darfur and you see us, there's no different. Unless it's a mixed kid. And if you are not mixed, you look like me. So I don't know why people come and say Sudanese are like this or no. We know ourselves.
Are
If
you
you go to
skinny?
Kenya too, we
Athena?
know people who migrate from us. How do they look like? They look like me. If I see a Kenya, which is a Kenya, come from Sudan long time ago, look like me exactly. Ethiopia too.
Participate.
The Nubians are the Nilotic people. The Nilotic
Nilotic,
people.
we know ourselves. So
They are the
we look
Sudanese.
alike.
A lot of misinformation. Can I address?
Yeah, I know.
misinformation?
We're good.
Yeah, in Kenya, we don't have Bantu. We have only Bantu. We don't have Nilotic. They're migrants. Those
We
are
do.
Nilotic.
Please keep quiet there. Let me tell you,
The Kenyan people, they do farming. They're agriculture. They're not marauding with cows all over the place. Only the Maasai
they are
tribe. Maasai are
settlers.
immigrants.
From
Those are
cattle
immigrants.
realize to agriculturalists. So yes, they are settlers.
Yeah, we have
They
farms in
change.
Kenya. We are Bantu. What are you talking about, Lady
Which
Athena?
Bantu? Is the Lua Bantu? Let me
Kikuyu,
tell you.
Kamba, all
Okay,
of the
Kikuyu,
tribes.
Kamba. Let me
Meru,
tell you.
the big
Let me tell you.
tribes.
Let me tell you now the Nilotic.
No, let me just
This
finish because you're deceiving
Pokot.
people. Even South Sudan is a Bantu land. You came with your cows from India. You're Dravidian.
You who look Bantu between me and you? Who
I
look
am Bantu. I am Bantu. What are you talking about? I'm half Bantu.
Who look Bantu
You are
between me
even
and
half.
you?
Huh?
You are
I
half
am,
Bantu.
my
Bantu
tribe
between
is
me
called
and you.
Watumbatu. We have agriculture.
But you just said I'm half Bantu. You
Yes,
just said
yes.
I'm half
Because
Bantu.
look, because you know the invaders, they used to bribe, they used to give us our women to sleep with
Yes,
them.
great
So
putting
yeah,
our
so
women.
that's all. That's all. But for my father's lineage, we are Bantu. but we mix. I know that, so that's why I'm just saying I'm
Mommy,
not a
you
cave
said
profession.
something Bantu
But I'm
before.
loyal. I'm loyal to my Bantus. This lady's lying.
Listen,
My ancestors,
brother,
they were
Hamid,
there in the land.
Hamid, before you spread your lies,
You
trust
don't
me.
have a land. You move with your cows. When it
Which
rains, you
cow?
go. You have a cow. All you have is cow and milk. You don't have food. You don't
Which
have nothing. The
Nilotic you
Bantu
know in
grow.
Kenya? Please, if you say you are a Kenyan, which Nilotic you know in Kenya? Stop lying.
Kwa Kenya, tuna Nilotic. Nilotic, they're invaders. They're migrants.
Which invaders?
They came
When
from
you came
India. I
there,
told you with
which
your
people were there?
cows. You guys are
Which
like,
people were there?
you know, in South Indians, they have a very, very dark skin like South Sudanese. They're very similar people. The only difference is a height difference. You guys are tall and the Indians are short. You look exactly
No.
the same. You're Indians.
No, if I tell you how our skin
You
look
came,
like,
you
it
came from
doesn't look like
India
anybody.
with
We
your
don't
milk.
look like, don't force the issue. Indian, they are dark skin, they are not even dark, they look rough like
Bantu
that.
people,
And they have hair. We don't.
lady, Bantu people, if they drink milk, they get sick.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah? You drink milk only.
Okay.
Your food is milk. Bantu people, they have farms. They grow food, vegetables, spinach, fufu. They eat like plant-based meat. Yeah, exactly. Look at this guy, how dark he is. This is South Sudanese. Just minor
Not a
difference
South
due to
Sudanese.
climate.
This guy is not a South Sudanese. We know ourselves
Skin like
better.
South Sudanese.
This guy doesn't even
This is
have
your father.
jaw.
This is your
jaw.
father.
We know ourselves the way we look
Look,
like.
South
This guy doesn't
Sudanese,
have jaw.
are
Okay?
people like this who came from India and they mix with Bantu women. This is how South Sudanese was born.
God have mercy.
Yeah?
You are so truthful, my bro. You are so truthful. I would say you are truthful anyway. Ahmed, you just said the truth, so we are really confused. We don't know who and who is on the high table. So we have to
Exactly.
we depend only and exclusively on the mitochondria, DNA, the haplogroup group. That's the only way we can figure it out. And also your features tell more about you. The long hands, we know that is not Bantu at all. They know themselves and we know ourselves. So this is how it works. Like saying half a mixture with Bantu, half, that is where I'm having problems. So I don't know where to belong. If anyone that is having half now, where will you put that person? Is he in the middle? Are you taking it to the father's land or the mother's land, or are you leaving it in the middle? Are we going to cut the person into half, then one part here, one part there? So I don't understand this so-called hybrid.
Exactly. Let me tell you something. Idu, I
Yes.
am a hybrid, but from my father's side, I am a Bantu. But this lady, she's a hybrid. Her father's side is Indian, and her mom is Bantu. That's why she's lying. She's siding with her father. I am siding with my father as well.
Brother,
that means you guys, in one way or the other, you are related, eh?
My brother, you don't listen.
When they
you are
came,
related because
let me tell you-
these two entities we're talking about,
Well-
they're aboriginal to the land. They came.
Exactly. They were
Okay,
using their
so you
women
guys
as a
are
honey
related
trap.
because when we trace it back now, you guys are coming from the same Mesopotamia Peninsula, from the same area. So that's what I'm talking about. It's like-
Exactly, but you know, let me
so
tell you
I'm lying
something.
here.
When they came to Africa, they gave our ancestors, they had women. They used their women as a honey trap, you know?
Yeah, they hide their gene in the Bantu's
And
women's
before we knew, they started settling. They said the woman
and
would say,
unlike the men.
no, the
And
woman
the
would say,
young
oh, I'll
ones,
bring my brother, I'll bring my
are
cousin,
straight
I'll
dead.
bring my aunt's son, whatever. Before we know, there's so many of them, and they started attacking us, you know?
Hamid,
This is how they do. This is
Hamid,
their
let me say the truth
operation.
about your tribe, Kikuyu. Kikuyu are the people who were trading people. They were sleeping with white Arabs, Chinese, and everything. Let me spill the tea of Kenya, okay? Stop pretending here. Kikuyu are, we are indigenous. Please, you are not indigenous. You guys, majority of you, if you go to Kenya now, you are the pale white nearest to white people. Let's be honest. That's why you are.
You people,
should
they
go-
came from
Came from where?
Congo.
You guys like to
Congo.
sleep
They are
in
original
anyhow.
Africa. They came from the
Listen, you
Central
sell
African
out even the
Republic.
country.
Stop
Please,
lying.
lying what? I'm telling the truth now. Am I start lying again? I'm saying the truth.
What they do is they drink milk. They shower on the cow's urine.
No problem,
and they
because
drink
we are
blood and
indigenous.
milk.
We are near to
They
the,
don't have
to
farming.
the nature.
Yeah, they really, you see, is a problem. Is a problem. Listen, when an entity take his bath with the cow urine, is a problem to me. Because when the whitey see them and see me, they will think we are all the same. So don't tell me it's not a problem. No problem. It's a
Who
problem
worships
to
the
me.
cow? It's only Indians, you know.
And they take the
Idu,
Nobody
the
worships
only,
the
cow
cow,
only
my
dung.
Indians
brother. Stop
worship
lying.
cows.
They
No
use
other
the cow
Africans.
dung as their powder and use it to rub. You know, so it's a problem to me. When I
Okay,
see
I'll tell you
when
why
I
we
see
use
these
a
people
powder.
drinking raw fresh blood is a problem to me. When I see them eating raw fresh meat is a problem to me. This is why I'm saying I would the same. We're in the same gene because there's no way in this life I'm going to do that shit.
I just had an ice cream yesterday. I was sick all day. Why? Because this is my
Why must you
Bantu.
sick when you have the gene in you? You are
Yeah,
half African.
Ahmed,
You are half
I
can
black.
you,
don't.
Ahmed, this is what I don't like. Please, for heaven's sake, please, y'all just be honest. The young lady, Atina, whatever her name is, she's
Yeah,
telling
yeah,
the
my
truth. Just
sister.
stop it, man.
Information though. Why are you stopping
You're
me?
not giving any information, man. Come on, man. I'm just tired of you now.
Thank you, my sister Paula. You know what? We have to be honest, yeah? There's no these people, these mixed kids, they will come here, they will try to claim and destroy us.
Okay, are your parents mixed or
And
are
they
they
will
the
go
No,
same?
on other
nobody's mixed.
live, and then they will go on other live and pretend as if they're someone else. And
Yeah.
then they will go run around with bullshit. Come on, just stop it already, man. Jesus. These people
Nomadic, you are back
finding all
again.
the devil name.
Yes, I'm back.
Eh?
Yeah, I'm back.
Are you what? So are you coming to teach us, or are you coming to ask a question? Are you wanting us to believe? Are you wanting us to listen? So which one are you?
The conversation is all about those you just stated.
Mm-hmm. And so, oh my
Go
days, are
ahead.
you sleeping right now? Uh-huh.
Go
Continue.
ahead. Ask me question. You want me to
I
answer your
asking you question. I said no. There's no question. Now, when are you guys leaving? When are you guys leaving?
going where?
Back to the cave where you are from. Nearest
We
cave station.
we are from where we are, you know.
Where?
We are from where we live.
Where?
You know, South Sudan.
South Sudan.
Yes.
So your ancestors or your grandfather or your father told you that you guys are from there.
Yes, and the history tells us too.
And the
The
history told you
DNA,
that you are from there.
the skeleton, the skull tell us
Mm-hmm.
that we're from there. So
Yeah. So you're so convinced that you are from there. Do you know the cows? These are not aboriginal to Africa. The cows, the camel, the horse, the goats,
did you know that
and the
chickens are
horse.
from Vietnam and they're not originally from Africa? So what are you
What did
talking
you
about?
what
Chicken
did you
are
just
from
say?
Vietnam. They originally from Vietnam.
Okay. Who brought them in? Who brought them into Africa?
Bantu's own chicken, so you gotta get rid of chickens
Even the
too.
chickens,
Who brought them in?
even the chickens
You
are
gotta get
from
rid of
India.
chickens.
Even I ain't talking about the chickens. The chickens are from India, and we know that these animals. Now you said they are from there, whatever they are from. Now who brought them into Africa?
It doesn't matter. You gotta get rid of them because they're foreign object. Get rid of them. If you want cow out of Africa, get rid of chickens too because they're not from Africa as well. So I don't know what you're
You
talking
see, this
about.
is the problem
Double
I'm
standard.
having with someone like you. Now we're talking of cows. You are talking of chicken, the lowest of all.
Similar
The
thing.
cows are not indigenous to Africa. Okay.
So
The
are
cow they
Now,
chickens.
who
are.
brought them
So
in?
are
Who brought
chickens.
them in? Then you're talking about the chicken. Are you normal?
I'm normal because chickens are not also from Africa. So we're talking about the same
That
thing.
exactly. I just said the chickens are not from Africa. Was brought in by you guys.
Why
The
do Bantu
chickens,
have them
the
if they're not?
hybrid cow. The chickens, the hybrid cow, the
Mm.
camels, the horses, and the goats. These are from you people. They are not indigenous to Africa. Now, who
Oh,
brought them into Africa? Who?
you
Because these
don't
are
like.
all your
Okay,
stuff.
listen.
You listen.
Here's some moral story. You don't accept something harmful, right? So if cows are harmful or you don't want cow, you
They
gotta
are
get rid of
harmful,
chicken
but not
too.
to you guys because you put your head inside his ass and pop into it.
You
So
see, you're
you
going
take your bath
astray.
with the cow pee, aka fountain of life, aka aqua the toilet. But I cannot go in there. If not, it's going to start pursuing me because you have a connection with this animal. That is why you guys can do even even sleeping with them. We have pictures where they're sleeping with them. Just they sleep with them as in making love, as that's their wife. They bench them, duduvada, fiki. So this is
For
why I'm having
real? They
problem.
mate with the cows?
Yes,
Oh my
all
goodness.
the cows being sold
That's some
to
serious
us in
allegation.
Nigeria. They first of all fiki them before they will fiki and release their sperm into it. Then they will not sell it to us. I don't eat
That's
better
some
Yo,
cow. I'm
serious
not interested in your
allegation.
useless
We
beef.
don't do that. That's some serious allegation. We don't do that in South Sudan.
Oh, do you want me to show you some pictures now? So use an allegation. Now, when the
no, don't
picture
put it
will
up,
be
Ido, because they're gonna flag the live.
no. Okay.
Yeah, don't do it. Listen,
All
it
right.
doesn't make sense because it doesn't matter if you show them proof, they still deny. It doesn't matter what you do, they still gonna deny. So me personally, they can stay in Africa because the time is gonna come when their ass gonna leave. So it doesn't matter to me no more.
Mm.
All the cows being sold to us back home, they will and shall definitely sleep with the cows, fiki the cows, releasing the
Wrong.
cows before selling it to us. I'm talking back home in Nigeria. And we have evidences every hook and corner. My phone is filled up. So when
But
you are not trying
why
to
do you want
deny,
to buy
listen to me,
cows?
listen to me now.
They're harmful
Listen
to
to me
you.
now. Listen to me now. Now, when you are not trying to deny it or making me sound stupid, then I start having problem with you.
It's because our intellectuals are very much
What
why
intellectuals when your people are
mine is
putting their
very
heads
ahead of
inside the
yours.
anus
That's
of
why
the
you feel
cow?
stupid.
What intellectual
My
are you talking
intellectual
about?
is
So
very
you
ahead of
come here
of
talking
your
about intellectuals
intellectual.
when your people put their head inside the cow, inside the ass of the cow, they will fix their head inside. It will go inside and start pumping. Before you know it, the fountain of life, aka aqua the twilight, is coming out, and they'll put their head and start taking their bath with it and wash their teeth with it and drink it. And you are telling me of intellectual? That's what they do for you. Chineke me. Oh, our ancestors, where did you open door for these people? Why did you
Taco,
have to
consider
let these
yourself
people
black.
eat?
Nobody wants you here.
This is a talk from someone with low intellectual.
Yes, it's my intellectual is very low. It is your own
Yeah,
that is high. My intellectual now is low. When
right.
your useless ancestors, your stupid useless ancestors came into our land, unalive our ancestors, start grabbing, fruiting the women. So my intellectual is low. When your
Right.
people, they will fiki the animals and release in it, my intellectual is low. When you are taking bath with the pee of the cow, my intellectual is low. When your people, they will take bath with the dung of the cow, which is the shit of the cow, and everything, the video is there, my intellectual is low. When
Can
you
I talk
take
now?
fresh raw milk, fresh raw, what is it called, blood, you drink it as fresh milk, my intellectual is low. When your people eat raw meat, my intellectual, look at your intellectual.
Chaos.
Look at your intellectual. Look at your intellectual. So mine is lower. Mine is low. So this one have intellectual. Look at, just imagine. My intellectual now is low. It is yours. Look at, he want to take the bath with the pee from the cow, and you're talking of intellectual? See how stupid you are. You
Can I
cannot even
reply to this? Can I
comprehend
reply to
every
this?
syllable you are
Can I
talking.
reply to
Can,
this?
when
I
you keep
haven't talked in 3
quiet, when you
minutes.
keep quiet, you cannot even see it. You cannot comprehend every syllable that is coming from your mouth. Then you're talking of intellectual. Google it and tell me the meaning of intellectual. This is intellectual. This is how your people come to my land and unalive the people in the farmyard. And you're talking about intellectual. Really? Are you
But
serious
my
right now?
sister,
They must be good warriors to drive people who are like 100 times
They
more
have
popular
European
than
guns in
them.
their hand,
That
no
is how
matter.
stupid you are, and you say you are
They must be
intellectual.
great.
You're
Intellectual
talking
spy
about
you
some
there.
great warriors. He got a
Intellectual go
European
on.
gun in his hand.
Why so hungu be de neboro wa ipa agbera gbiju e. Intellectual hin agbo e. Ogbe waria na ogbe waria be. Intellectual agbera gbiju e. Intellectual ohin ava wo hun. Why so hungu be de neboro wa under my care and under my supervision. Why agbe o yo me monoji bi na zin. No so hungu no gbe o. Na gbegbera na mumuju e. No fia hu. Intellectual gbera ogi gbiju e
chaos.
ogbe tun ya ogbe generation where ya fe intellectual ogbo look at your intellectual here. Look at your useless intellectual here. Look at who's talking about intellectual when they are all dumping using the cow dump to take their bath. You're talking of intellectual. You are a madman. You are a bombastic bastard. Wa soon over the never intellectual agbera gbiju e agbe o obi o meme wa soon. Look at who is talking about intellectual. Look at your people. Look at them dragging even the
Chaos.
milk
I
from the
have a
mother's.
question.
Yes, ma'am.
I wanna ask, yeah, because like what you tell me for a person to be a Banshee, yeah,
Yeah.
should have big nose, should have
Brown
kinky hair,
skin.
should have
It's brown
dark
skin.
skin. No,
Brown
it
skin.
shouldn't be dark skin.
No,
It
y'all's is
shouldn't
dark
be
skin.
brown skin. Why would it be a brown skin and you have to be a
Athena.
native to that land?
Athena.
Yeah,
Remember,
I just yeah.
the dark skin belonged to y'all. That's why.
We are brown, copper, and gold.
No, I want just to know, like you say, the features of a Bantu, yeah?
Yeah. It's brown
That's why I
skin.
want to know, because you say should we have big nose, big lips, yeah? Kinky hair, maybe papa,
All right,
brown
so
skin.
so check
Now it's
this. This what I
brown
said.
skin.
This what I said. I said those are Negroid features. But here's the difference. It's the difference between the Bantu and the Nilotic situation, which you just exposed earlier when you just mentioned the dark skin versus the brown skin. You already acknowledged that. So why are we backtracking?
No, it's not backtracking, because
Yeah.
I just want to know, because if
Yeah.
a Bantu will have that dark skin, and
Well,
then how will I
if they have the
question?
dark skin, that means that they are an admixture of y'all. So
They are
remember,
at the
yes,
mixture of us. It means
yes,
like a Bantu person should never even have a dark skin. Should
yes,
always have a light
a brown
brown
skin.
or caramel to light skin like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All right, so listen,
So
listen, please. You can read a person's genetics through their features. It's in their features. The word phenotype is a genetic expression. So remember,
phenotype.
yeah, phenotype means appearance. So that means just eyeballs. You can see it.
Okay, because that's where yeah, okay, that's what I want to come on to. If we're gonna read according to phenotype, okay, and what I'm seeing, you can find a Bantu person, it doesn't even have those phenotype, and we have it. How we can call
I just
it?
got a violation. I got to let me change the screen. They violated my picture. What'd you say? How can we what?
I say if
Mhm,
I'm an nilotic, yeah,
mhm.
I have phenotype. That's when you say it for a Bantu, okay?
Yeah.
And a
No,
Bantu doesn't
Please
have.
power type, everyone. Please power type. Thank you.
no, you don't. No, Nilotics don't have a Bantu phenotype.
How?
Listen. Remember,
Athena,
what makes us
listen,
look different is y'all are dark skinned and skinny.
Oh, because of our body, just because we are skinny, but the face
Mama,
look the same.
listen, hold on, listen. Remember, skinny is called ectomorph. That's a genetic expression, meaning that skinny people and two skinny parents get together, they have skinny babies and have a skinny generation of people. So
Okay.
your body type, your genetic expression is called ectomorph.
Okay.
And if you look into y'all genetics, all nomads, all desert dwellers, y'all are all from the Khoisans. the Nilotics, the Afro-Asiatics. Everybody that's a nomad is an ectomorph, slender body type genetically.
Okay. I will tell you, yeah, why do we have those bodies, okay?
The why is not important. It's a genetic expression. So meaning it's a genetic
It's
trait.
not a genetic, my brother, it's not a genetic.
It's literally called genetic expression.
No, I will disagree with that. And I will
You're
tell you why.
you're going to agree
You are
with
disagreeing with the scientific explanation. I
Yeah,
don't understand.
because people who are born out of
it means Athena, if your mother have a skinny body and your dad have a skinny body, the baby's gonna have a skinny body. That's all that means.
No, I'm telling you, that thing doesn't work like that.
That's how it literally works.
Oh my God, it's unbelievable, guys.
Yeah, Nearest. We're not doing that shit, man. This shit getting on.
I'm done with her.
Nearest. Go to the deserts.
Because Sister Paula dropped the other guy, so she thinks she now have the monopoly now to say whatever. She said she's disagreeing with it. Just imagine that. Unbelievable. Oh my days. Oh my days. You guys are really, really funny.
Take that pee bath and get out of here. It's crazy, man. It's literally called a genetic expression, and she gonna say no.
No, he heard of the word intellectual, so he want to use it on me. I've not heard it before. Your people put their head inside the cow as you're talking of intellectual. Wahala. Please power type. Chaos, before you show something like that, your like should be like from
It got
50,000.
violated.
Yeah, because it's not up to 50,000. You have to get up to 50,000. Then from there you can have that one. You understand? So please power type, show love. Let me reply to them. Please power type. Thank you.
See, listen. This the problem. When they trying to explain why they're skinny, it doesn't fucking matter. They're trying to explain why they're skinny. We're saying skinny is a genetic trait. They're explaining why they're skinny. We say they live in a cave. They're explaining why they're living in a cave. We say they drink milk. They're explaining why they're drinking milk. What the hell?
We're explaining that the cow is not from here. He's explaining we should stop eating the chicken. Just imagine that.
Look, hey, look, we only eating the chicken because you brought it.
You brought it, yeah. They brought it. It's all from them. Please, let's get this like, this love to 10,000, please. Power type. Yeah, I've stopped eating them. They're all bullshit. We aren't eating them anymore.
Oh yeah, I'm back at the call. We don't. It's painful, either.
It's painful. So painful. So painful, family. So painful for educational purposes only, for entertainment purposes only. We love TikTok shop. Go for your TikTok shop online. You get whatever you want there. They have good things selling. Please, power type. Let's take it to the nearest 10,000 love. Thank you. Yeah, we're into 11,000 now. Let's take it to 15,000.
Hey, Miss Edu. Have you noticed that the nomad used the same talking point as all cave babies use? Intellect and education.
Yeah. Yeah, it's intellectual. Look at who's talking about intellectual.
You're ignorant.
Yeah, he's trying to make he's trying to make me sound uneducated. I don't know what I'm talking about. That they are more intellectual, they are more civilized, they are more intelligent, above all intellectual. Really? Do you want us to go there? And let's see who is more intellectual. You cave people, you're telling me about intellectual. You came with nothing. I learned everything from us, from my ancestors. Now you turn the table upside down. Now you're talking about intellectual. For real? Are you for real? In this 20 something thousands of years, millennium, you are still fixing and putting your head inside the cow ass, and you're telling me about intellectual. Make it make sense. You brought your useless milk and you're telling me about your intellectual. You eat the raw meat and you're telling me about the intellectual. So you're trying to make me sound stupid or what? That I'm not educated, that I don't know what it means to be educated. We're talking about intellectual. You know what? You know what? Do you believe? Wait a minute, wait a minute. Look at. So he's talking about intellectual. Dark as midnight. And you're telling me about intellectuals. Cow lives matters. Now devil go punish you there. Why you won't hear me, cow? Cow life matter. And it's good for you. Be drinking it now. It has nothing to do with me. Who cares? You
Hey,
drink it?
Edu,
Yeah.
this right here is supposed to be the mother and father of Hamites.
Yes. Exactly.
This is how to make a Hamite.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so this is the mix right here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was trying to figure that out yesterday. I was like, what mix does the
It's so
mother have to
easy.
be for the
Mulatto.
Y chromosome from the other side to
Mulatto.
make the
Cappuccino.
mix? Milk in your coffee.
Yes, it's called cappuccino. When you mix the milk and coffee, it's called cappuccino. It's called mulatto. Look at them. We have the cappuccino and we have the dark coffee. Intellectual.
So look, let me tell y'all something. So look,
Yes, why you gotta go for that picture, boy? Don't let them come for us, boy, 'cause they coming for us.
see, they already came for us, so we exposing everybody coming for us. Everybody. All of them nomadic. You see what I'm saying? They all deserts. The desert is coming for the jungle people. All of these are desert people. The nomad, every nomad or wanderer is desert. But listen, you can tell who's what when whatever wins out. So if the baby might come out with the narrow nose, that means the father Caucasoid chromosome went out because he's coming out or she's coming out Caucasoid skull. But the Nilotic might went out and that joint just pitch black with her features. So you never know. You just got to see the baby. You see what I'm saying? You have to see the baby first. You can tell whose genes went out when you see the baby. What would the baby look like?
The mama, because she have a lot of that darkness in her. Yeah, more of the mama. Because he came out from the mama as well. Yeah.
Well, he would be coming out of narrow nose mama.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So it's two different lineages. You have a narrow nose lineage and a wide nose lineage. You have a king. You have a Jarir lineage and you have a Gillic lineage. You have a desert lineage and a jungle lineage. Desert Africans like this Nilotic that would be skin type 6. So if anybody looking at skin tones, it's literally called a skin type 6. It's the darkest skin tone. And all of them come that way. But the lady didn't even know. She just said she was like 5'7". She don't even meet. She would have cost what? 400 cows? Or the price would have dropped. Because she wasn't even tall. She wasn't even worth it. We should have asked her what she married. For the cheap.
Probably not. I don't think so.
For the cheap.
Hey, how are you, my sister?
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, how about you?
Yeah. Her
Just
skin is
getting.
beautiful because she was made to be so.
TikTok is getting a little pesky.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yep, the
Peace
nomads
power.
are
they're
Power
out
reporting.
Keiko.
in the dozen.
It's because they're reporting.
Huh?
They're reporting.
Mm-hmm. Somebody sent me a live a video this morning with this guy that I don't know. It's not even me who blocked him, but anyway, somebody blocked him. You were there. I was speaking to him, and he was saying I'm
Oh
Indian
yes,
and
he's
no
like, what are you
my.
talking about? You're from India.
I was here, wasn't I?
Woo!
Fully called her Indian, like she's
He said
completely
I'm
Indian.
Indian and I don't know my DNA and I don't even look like I'm from Jamaica. Somebody sent me the video. Their screen recording they
Girl,
said I'm like, yeah,
send it to me.
wait, I'm gonna look for it. Woo! All because I call him out with his fake self. From every time he's on Mosiah Live, he's listening and typing, and then when he's on his Yoruba Live, he's talking his whole bunch of shit.
What's
I
his
said,
name?
come
Pretty
here.
much. Pretty much.
JD, I block his ass.
Oh,
I
that's why
block
he
him.
keeps going for you.
Yeah, because every time what he does, he keeps telling me Yoruba life. And I said to him, listen, we're not here trying to be a tribal war or a fight with Bantu and Yoruba and Fulani. It's not about that. It's literally exposing what happened to the Aboriginal people of the land. And for people to just admit what their ancestors do so we can move past it. Nobody telling you, oh, you should be unalive or whatever, whatever. You know what I mean? Oh,
Hmm.
but you need to listen to the Yoruba. I said, don't want to hear them. Why would I want to listen to lies when so much information is out there? It's on video. It's on video. It's on YouTube. It's tell. I sent you a video yesterday, Chaos. I don't know if you watch it. It tells you where the Fulani came from, and the Fulani was the what they call it. They were the missionary. You get it? It's so much freaking information out there.
They were the first Christians to start with.
Exactly, the Fulani.
Hmm.
And the Yoruba when they came into they came in sneakingly on the false pretense under a different name, the
Yeah.
Ijibu and a bunch of shit. So why are you people just trying to go around and trying to make yourself look good? Stop it already. I'm over it. But you know, yeah, Mr. First I have to entertain the madness. Telling you, these people, boy. So I just block his ass. I don't have time for non-progressive elements. You never see a picture on these people's page of
No.
themselves.
None of them. They're
This
all
guy
trolls.
goes around with a mask on his damn face. If you such a person that you are who you are, be proud of how you look. It don't make no sense. Y'all come here trolling and every single person that, okay, what if we're not Bantu? Who gives a shit? At least we're doing the right thing. Even if my ancestor was from Yoruba or from Fulani or Hausa or Dinka or whatever, and they do evil towards the Bantu people, and I'm not a Bantu person, at the end of the day, I would have some form of remorse. It's about empathy, which you people don't know. Can't take over your life, yeah, man. Can't matter. People are cockroaches. I'm Indian. Whew.
I'm back in black. My bad. Had to do something real quick. What I miss?
You didn't miss anything, boy. More than I'm Indian.
Oh yeah. You was telling me about that. But look though, listen, don't let that shit sidetrack you. Look,
Me?
yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Don't let it sidetrack us, okay?
Yes, you should have known me better than that, bro.
Check this. All of them are exposed by way of arid climate.
Thank you.
Look into arid climate. All of them, the Yoruba, the Fulanis, Tutsis, the Nilotics, that's all arid climate. Desert climate. Any desert dweller, you see what I'm saying? They are all desert dweller, desert climate beings. Remember, your climate and your habitat supersedes all that other shit they talking about. They'll dry.
Exactly.
You understand? Dry climate, no moisture in the air, droughts, famine, floods, and shit like that. That's why it's all in them Abrahamic stories. Dust, lice, deserts, cactuses, and snow and all that shit. Sand. That's all their stories. Mountains and in them caves. That's why the Nile River is mentioned in the Bible, and they call Nilotic. The Neolithic, Nilotic, Neanderthal. The Neolithic,
Hello.
Nilotic, Neanderthal. The wanderer. See, the Europeans call themselves wanderers. The Afro-Asiatics call themselves nomads. Same definition. Homeless. Homeless. These people are settlers. So whether you call yourself South Sudanese or Ethiopian or Egyptian, you are a settler. Just stop wandering. You found a home. They found a home. They keep talking about now, it's one step at a time. We got you. See, I was hiding among us as us. Now we started to see, we can see you for your dark skin and skinny bodies or your cup of milk in your refrigerator. That big gallon of milk you have in your goddamn refrigerator. Y'all are exposed. Remember, it's identification. So for those who don't know, it's know thyself and know thy enemies. We never address how these Nilotics keep coming on this chat and these platforms attacking us, talking about how they're warriors and all this crazy ass shit. And they soldiers. Some of them will say some shit like that. Or they'll say that we were slaves and basically saying like, you see what I'm saying? That's the same shit that they say. Calling us slaves, playing these intellectual games, and then act like we the same. And then 20 minutes ago, she gonna admit that dark skin is normal over there and brown skin ain't. We can't backtrack. So that's the way it's supposed, man. Hold up, who this?
Their favorite line is, "What's the end goal?"
Yeah, they're gonna get these mute your stupid ass. You gotta mute some of these caves. They starting to type too much. Yeah, of course it's normal. That's the Nilotic skin tone. Who this? We gotta get some of these caves. That's the problem. When we
They got a
expose,
whole posse.
what'd you say?
They call their whole posse.
Say Bantu is the lost children of Israel. Oh my goodness gracious. Get out that cave Bible. Get out that Abrahamic cave Bible. That cave book. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't really into that cave book. We know that's cave. And we know they cave. So remember that Bible coming into Africa. That's a Nilotic, nomadic, pastoral situation. And they sit up here and talk about the chickens that they brung.
And the cow.
And the cow. Somebody named Lord Shiva coming up. Who this?
They're the one who's talking all up in the comments. What you got? Oh, Lord Shiva. Why? Did you have something to say? Hello?
That sounds like a fully blown cave.
I don't know. They're not saying nothing. They're all up in the comments, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
All right, drop the cave.
Bye.
Daenerys. Continue, my brother.
And look, you see that dark skin up under that Finland girl? That's how they connecting with that dark skin to the Nilotic situation too.
Right.
But the difference is you see how bony that nose is. It's pencil thin.
Mm-hmm.
You put some glasses on, it'll slip right off your face.
Yo,
Yeah, put
this
some
ain't no
Q-tips.
bridge to control it.
You got to clean your nose with Q-tips.
I was gonna say that Q-tips. I'm like, how they clean their nose?
Does it work? Is it a nose? Remember, this is for educational purposes.
This may ruffle some feathers in some cave.
Shake up some caves. We coming wide nose. Because we expose it, because we're not letting people slip into us no more. Look for them bony noses and look for that pitch black skin and them skinny bodies. Look for skinny bodies, bony noses, and pitch black skin.
You don't clean your noses.
Those some big oxygen breathers. Remember, the Congo produce oxygen for the planet. It filters,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So
Mm-hmm.
listen, we broke down that the skull is congoid and what's the nilotic? How does a nilotic have a congoid skull? How is the oldest gene West African?
Because they want to put themselves in the position of being the original people.
Yes, because that's what I
That's
see
just what it
everywhere.
is. Yeah.
Look. I'm basically saying ain't no North or East or no South African gene.
There's no
Right.
such thing.
So basically, remember the black is the Niger, and that's basically to go to Niger Congo. So that's what that's about. That's basically what I'm saying with that.
Right.
There is no North, East, or no South African gene. So basically, ain't no Nilotic. However you spin it. Basically meaning, if a Nilotic was an African, a Nilotic would be a West or a Congoid African. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that means they're not from the Nile. Also for the Khoisan. So if the Khoisan is from the South and the oldest gene is West to Central, that means there ain't no damn South African.
Right.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So they're actually not even in the equation once you look at the genetics situation. That it would be no damn Khoisan or no Nilotic.
Exactly.
That's why when you pull up the maps, it's always putting the gene, the dark skin gene, Niger Congo, the L1, L2 Niger Congo.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I was telling what I was asking in chat, Mosiah the other day, because remember Khoisan is L0, right?
Right.
So think about this. What comes first? 0 or 1?
Zero comes first.
Well, 0 is in the negative.
Mm-hmm.
So remember, it's called what comes first. So it's a trick question. First comes first.
Oh, I get it.
You see?
Yeah.
You don't come in zero place. If you come in zero place, that means you didn't meddle.
Right. That simply mean you don't matter.
Yeah, you come in zero place, that's in the negative. You didn't even place.
Mm.
So remember, the first number would be the first number.
Which is 1.
So that's when you get the L1 gene and push you in Niger Congo to L2 Niger Congo. So this L negative Khoisan, which is a concoction, because they got that SLC light skin gene, and them Chinese eyes, which they call epicampic fold, and they live in caves, and they live in deserts, and they got skinny bodies, and they drink milk. You see?
That's the L0K, I
Right.
think, or the L0D
Hey,
specifically.
listen, they lost me at 0. You understand, Kay?
Okay.
Doesn't matter no more.
He's got up
No,
there,
I
still
get
0.
it.
Y'all got to see you see what I'm saying? Everything else is done after that. You're going backwards. So negative 0K or negative 0Z. It's a negative.
Right.
You see? And remember, it's Africa's always been referred to as a jungle initially. So what is these are desert dwellers. So it's showing you the desert dwellers ain't indigenous. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Peace, family, peace.
Brother Hun, what's happening?
Brother Hunt,
Hey,
please.
man,
Peace, brother Auntie.
I've been in the chat and listening to all you guys, man. I'm proud of you peoples.
We're outside and inside.
We're outside, my brother. Look, we got to start finding a platform that we can discuss and open up, like Telegram, more stuff. Because the Jellics, them, mm-mm.
Now it's a fraud that they're trying to portray. They've been trying this fraud for a long time, and now that Chaos is up here, Messiah is up here. It's very difficult for them to push this
Wait,
narrative that they had before.
whose Jellic is this?
You know, the upper lip can't match the bottom. It
I
shows something with
know.
that nose, that nose, that
Come on,
nose, that
nostrils.
nose.
Them little
Yeah.
nostrils.
And
I
if you
heard the
notice
brother
the
telling
jaw,
you,
if you notice the jawline,
yeah. I heard that the guy was telling you about the New York rapper. I'm saying, wow, they go that far? Oh man, Chaos, I'm telling you, they're getting you into a lot of stuff. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was just messing with him. Everybody heard it. I'm in. Come on, man. I'm around him. I would know before I would know before him.
Yeah, but they want to be so familiar, you know? They want to be like, they want to belong. And I really don't know. After saying all the things they say and stand on, you know, the stuff they do, why? Why do they still want to be around us?
they don't care.
Yeah, I see a new profile there,
well,
Chaos. That's amazing.
well, look, huh? Remember, their nomad needs pasture. So remember, pasture is around us. So remember, to get to pasture is to be around Bantu by default. It's not about they want to be around us; they have to be around us because we are around pasture. Remember, their animals eat our habitat. Like that's what we not understanding. It's a give and take. They have to take for them to live. They have to take from us because remember we're dealing in the grass, the green, the vegetation. And remember, nomadic animals eat all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Their businesses need all that shit. They're mining under the forest for the fucking oil, so they got to remove the forest to get to the fucking oil. They got to remove the people that's in the forest to get to the oil. They got to remove the animals and insects and anything else that's living to get to their little alchemy power source fuckery. Cave magic. They already know where it's at. Because they live in the earth, so that's why they know where to dig at in the earth. Crawling and knuckle walking all through the earth. So we point out that dark skin don't matter because they over there getting sunburned over there in India with this. Their shit is a different color dark than theirs too.
I know.
They ain't got no goddamn lips and they got small noses and they out there passing out from heat waves. You can see them out there with umbrellas.
I saw you, Chaos, videoing them yesterday.
Yeah, that was some Hispanics with the umbrella. You see what I'm saying?
Taunting them. You're taunting them.
We got to expose them because they trying to pull a black and brown in, and we expose them as being part of the transatlantic slave trade.
Exactly.
So is this a reason why when they say they're hot, we all should say we're hot too?
Yeah.
The sun burned my enemies.
That's what it's. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. And hun, to prevent that, they got sombreros. Hello. And look, if you look this up right now, they have something in the Latin Americas where they celebrate the solar eclipse. An eclipse basically means abandonment, basically sunblock. The people who wear sunblock and sombreros celebrate the sun being blocked. You see how the correlation goes together. The people who wear sunblock celebrate the sunblock. And the people in the chat that say low IQ, these are Caucasians and Nilotics,
For
Afro-Asians.
real.
That's what Caucasians say.
Mm-hmm.
Caucasians say we got low IQ.
And they love to say we are ignorant.
No, that's what Caucasians say. That's a script.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about what they love to say. This is a scripted thing to say against us. Remember, the scriptures mean script. This is acting. This tells them how to act. Everybody's calling us monkeys, slaves, ignorant, low IQ. Look at the same talking points. They don't have no profile pictures. They don't got no posts. They won't cut on their cameras.
But what does that say for them? Because it seems like the okay. Okay.
This is who they are, and this is what they do. This is how they tell you who they are. That's why you don't need to see them no more, huh? That's why we can hear them in their first sentence and know they're nomadic.
Tongue hit the roof of their mouth, I know. Their teeth.
You follow that too now, huh, sis?
I just listen for the
Yeah.
that bird sound.
Yeah.
That is like they trying to catch both too at the same time.
It's a septum.
Whatever is whatever it is, it's saying. It's snow. That's what they got. It's milk. It's mucus.
Some mucus built up in the back of their throat.
Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I choked my own self.
What they say, milk does the body good.
Water, Paula. Need water. You need water.
Hey, look, milk does the body good, and
Milk
God is
does
good.
the body good.
And God is good, and they got good hair and good skin, and they're beautiful.
And milk strengthens the bone.
Hello. Hollow be thy bones. You know, birds are light so they can fly. And these are birds. Nephilims. Remember, the Nephilims are birds. And ain't
Ask you that.
that's about all birds.
Last night we cracked a code there with Messiah. You know,
I know. Messiah was telling me this morning.
Yeah, when you call, you know how you call animals? How do you make a horse gallop?
Well, like
Right.
Yeah. The people from what they call that, from the Khoisan people.
Mm-hmm.
When they speak, they use the same.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nakiba made the sound
when you call
yesterday.
when you call a chicken, same thing. When you listen to a chicken and it's sitting on eggs, how does she speak?
Yes, that's so true.
Deep. That's deep.
So when I heard Chaos say that they speak a bird language, I'm like, where the hell did this come from? I heard this before, but I can't be sure. When we cracked that thing, I said, damn, chaos is way ahead of us. Oh, man.
Literally.
So listen, this what they doing. They've been showing them. They got showing themselves a fucking bird wings for holla. It's all in our face. It's all in our face, man. See, we keep thinking this not a metaphor. That's a superiority complex right there. The elevation, birds fly high. They're putting wings on their back. They're living in mountains, so they literally physically living higher than you, like 800 feet above sea level. Living in Ethiopian highlands and on these high hills and hills this and mountain this. Summit means mountain and all this Moses meeting God at the mountaintop and all this crazy shit. These all the same mountain men, mountain goat. Well, technically, let me change it. Remember, skinny nose is equals mountain Caucasoid. Then you got the Mongoloid in them tropical caves. That's when the nose get a little wide. But then you got this Nilotic equation coming out of that Mesopotamian area. So remember the nomad situation is Neanderthal. Then you got the Mongoloid situation is Denisovan. Those two separate cavemen. Denisovan is Mongoloid Asian, and Caucasoid is Neanderthal. Two different caves, but caves is caves. That's why in the Quran they talk about the companions of the caves or desert fathers and shit like that.
Yeah.
So look, we even hit birds in both our backgrounds. So it explains bird power. What animal do we see everywhere? Birds. That reptilian shit is a throw off. That reptilian ain't no damn reptilian. That shit is angels, birds, and it's birds. Do we see reptilians on the damn money? Is these people
No,
saying,
it's just birds.
yeah, these are birds? So think about it. We will be the goddamn reptile in that equation. That's when we see the bird eating the snake. The snake is a reptile. The dragon was a reptile. So when we showed all them flags, when it was a bird beating a snake, or even if we go to Egypt, the damn bird, Ra, beat chaos, and that's a serpent. You go to India, Garuda beats Naga. Birds beat snake and everything. Even the superheroes, that cape on their fucking back, that's inspired by a fucking bird. The word hero, they took off the letter N. A heron is a bird.
It's a bird.
It's all birds in light, all of them.
Big bird.
Big birds is all. This is all that cave connection is birds, light.
Like how they have that big yellow bird in that cartoon.
Big Bird, Sesame
Yeah,
Street.
Sesame Street. That's what I was trying to remember
Yeah,
as
that's
Kay
Big
said
Bird.
it.
Remember, it's about their commonality.
Yep.
Look, they said Birdman not flying anywhere. Yeah, that's Bird. Look, Birdman and rapping. He got a star on his head. You see, his name Birdman, and he got a star on his head.
Yep.
Only birds can get the stars. Who can get the stars? You gotta have bird wings to get to the star. That's why the Ethiopian and Somalia, and then then in the entertainment business, you want to be a star. It's all the same thing: stars, birds, and lights. Who would know about the damn astrology, but fucking aliens, birds, and Nephilims? They talking about some. It's 6,000 stars here and 15 moons here. You live out there, some bird ass shit. You see?
For real.
That's bird. That's where God and shit live at. The Most High is out that motherfucker. That's why I try to tell you, get off that shit. This is where the Most High is. In the galaxies and the stars, and remember, galaxy means milk. So in the milk, all of them is different scandals to get you in the milk. We keeping our feet on the earth. We are the most supplanted. We foundational. Mother Earth, Mother Nature. To get high is to get high off Earth. We can't leave Earth no more. Like that Dogon shit. Dogon, doggone. Dog backwards is God. They over there living in the deserts. So we all look to the deserts, and it's going to expose who's connected to who. That's why the white man, to The white man to give or pay homage to certain people in Africa, and these are desert people. They talk about the Dogon in the desert. They talk about the Mali Empire and Mas Musa, that's Muslim in the desert. Western concept kingdom bullshit. Then they talk about Ethiopia, a bunch of Greek words, and Sudan, that's an Arabic word. We know that they speak Arab in Sudan. Sudan is an Arab word. So that means that it was
But
conquered by Arab people. That's
but
what
they claim to be Africans though.
what they can claim to be whatever they want to be, but they was conquered by the Arab. And remember, a nomad is anything. A nomad is African, a nomad is a Asian, and a nomad is a European. They play that game. When it mean that really they don't live no fucking way. That's why you see them everywhere. You don't see us living in no igloos. You know anybody living in some igloos, huh? Any of your family members?
Nope.
Nope.
Paula, okay.
Nope.
Anybody ever went ice hockey?
Hate that shit.
I never tried it.
Yeah, their uniforms kind of smelly and shit.
I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't know. We reptiles. We don't go near that ice.
We like the
So damn
sun,
cold.
boy.
Yeah, reptiles and amphibians like the sun. You got to understand the
Look
bars in that.
fine. I could be in the grass and go in the water.
Yeah. Them birds is all in the skies and disguise and sky fathers and sky daddies. Who that girl? Who that right there? We got to. Is this a Jillic situation?
Yep. That look like a jelly for real.
Oh, I'm
Hello.
live now.
Ram Ram.
I'm connected to your live, my boy.
Yo,
Birdman Daddy, I'm
they
number
don't even
one.
come in your life.
Chaos.
Yo,
What's up, boy?
ain't nothing, boy.
You good?
Yeah, boy.
Why are you switching up the accent for?
Cause you my boy. I'm giving you my real accent, man.
Okay, I'm a Somali man from Mogadishu.
Oh,
I know.
I thought we was from England and shit. What the fuck?
No. I used to live there, but I went back to my home country.
Yo, what do you do when you go back home as a return? What do you do?
Oh, I got like a chauffeur business for the MP.
What?
Situation, huh?
Chauffeuring business for the MP.
Oh, you
and stuff.
drive and shit. Okay.
Yeah, that type of stuff.
Hey, hon, did you just say return to sender?
Well,
Yeah, I was just wondering, yeah. Like you tried to say my Somali people.
I
We're
tried
not.
to say it, or did I actually say it?
Sorry, you said it.
Yeah. Okay.
You said Somali people, they're not native to Horn of Africa.
I said Somali people have Caucasian skulls, therefore they're native to the Caucasus.
What's the Caucasus?
Your home.
Yeah?
You ever heard the song? I'm like a bird, only fly away.
Yeah,
I don't know where my
Nelly
home
Nelly
is.
Furtado.
Yeah. I don't know where my
ah,
soul is.
did it resonate with you, that song?
It did. Because
There you go.
according
You
to
don't know where your home is, and you don't know where your soul is.
but you know where your home why does the whole of Africa, why can't that part of Africa be my part? You get it?
You're from the caves, my guy.
Am I?
Yes.
Yo, what you doing, stoking?
Yeah, he is.
What cave?
Is
What cave am I from?
What address you want?
I
Because
like
there's a whole bunch of them you guys got.
I was
I
gonna
like
say there's like three
I
of
like
them
this
that I
guy's laugh.
know.
That guy's laugh is funny, boy. You
I
got a
know
good
there's
laugh.
the Flintstones. There's the Stone Dwellers in the middle east, I think.
Nah,
Do you
he is Bam. This guy is Bam Bam. He's Bam Bam.
Nah.
Oh yes, he's probably from the Flintstones.
I'm gonna give it to Chaos. You know why I say that? Because Chaos is a well-educated, you know, he reads a lot of books. He knows his shit. But I think,
Brother,
yeah.
brother, why then why would you come up here and the first thing you ask him is basically what he put out there?
No, I'm just wondering myself. I'm saying, look, okay, your ethnicity is Niger Congo, right? But does the whole of Africa have to be Niger Congo ethnic?
Yes, because
Yes.
if the only gene is that gene, it shows that everything else is an outside gene.
Have you heard of the Bantu expansion?
That's
There was
irrelevant.
never any expansion.
There
Every
wasn't.
time you get a good piece of information,
There
you
wasn't.
pull that Conco expansion out your butt.
Look,
Tell you what, how the so-called Bantu expansion he's talking about. He's talking about when the Fulanis and the Hausas came in and started naming the people them troublesome and all these different stuff, and decided to get rid of the men and mate with the women.
But that's still expansion. Yes or no?
that's
But I
not
said they
Bantu.
got rid
Listen,
of the
they're not
men
Bantu
and made
people.
it with the women. That is not a good expansion. That's a
No,
bad
hey,
expansion.
K. Did you say Fulanis?
Hmm?
You mentioned Fulanis, right, K?
Yeah.
Fulanis are not Bantu, so think about it. Fulanis are the people who are doing the expanding, but the Bantu is getting accredited for it.
Right.
That's false.
Mm.
And also we can show that the Bantu expansion is false because they're not speaking Bantu languages as the official language. Expansion means dominance.
But the Bantu I'm talking about is specifically the ones that speak it today. They're the ones who
But it's
expanded.
not the official language. An expansion means like an Arab expansion. You're coming from Saudi Arabia speaking Arabic. Now the whole of Africa is speaking Arabic. That's an expansion.
Okay. So
What you're
what?
not getting?
No, I just
So look, watch this. If Bantu's expanded, it'll be forests everywhere, and it'll be a nature worship. It wouldn't be buildings and constructions and all that shit if it's in a Bantu expansion. So that's a fucking lie. So when it's an invader expansion, you have Roman architecture, you have Islamic architecture. The official language is Roman, Arabic,
right.
foreign. You see what I'm saying? That's an expansion.
Right. So you're telling me Horn of Africa.
I'm telling you, there's no such thing as an expansion if the official languages ain't no Bantu languages and the religion ain't Bantu. Everything should be Bantu.
Okay. What about,
Right?
for example, Kenya?
Let me
Kenya.
ask you a question while you're going at it. When
Yeah.
you were living in London, how did you feel being there? Expanded?
I always knew my hometown. That's why I'm back here now. You know, I didn't really feel like anything. I just felt like, yo, okay, because my parents went there initially, and then I just, you know, my parents brought me there. You know, I was born in Somalia though.
Do your Somali brothers and sisters accept you back in the nest?
They see me as diaspora. That's what they call me, diaspora. You know.
So you are the one that's expanding now in their spot.
Yeah, but according to Chaos, that's like that's not true, because according to
Oh, what
Chaos,
happened? I'm back.
according to Chaos, I'm a white man apparently.
No, it's according to the definition of Caucasoids, Hamites are white men. And according to the measurements of your skull, y'all have the same skull, identical skulls. So a Caucasoid could be you, so I can switch the term if it makes you better.
Not really.
See what I'm
Damn,
saying?
you're
It
into.
wouldn't matter either way, right?
Hmm?
It wouldn't matter either way, right? Y'all share the same skull.
I'm not the same as Donald Trump. If you
No,
see,
y'all have the same skull. You have the same skull as Donald Trump.
if you see Donald
Damn.
Trump, you see, is Donald Trump going to accept me as a white man?
Do you have a narrow nose?
Medium, and I've got
All
like
right, so listen. Look,
yeah.
medium means Asian. Did you know that?
But there's different types of Asian, though.
Well, it's still Asian and it's not African, dude. What are you not understanding? You see?
How about chaos? How about I tell you I'm more African than you, my boy? How
Why
about
would
that?
you? But listen. Why would you have an Asian nose?
Interchangeable.
You don't
You see? Think about that.
I'm more
Yeah, Mr.
African than
Potato
you, my
Head. You
boy.
could switch out anytime you like.
This what I'm asking, Arthur. You have an Asian nose and you're more African than me with
Look
an
at my
Asian nose.
look at my picture and tell me I've got an Asian nose and soft hair. I don't have those
You
features,
just
bro.
said you got a medium nose. That's an Asian nose, literally. It literally means mezzanine. Mezzanine means medium in the middle. That's
But don't
and
you think? But don't you think some of these
what is there to think when you have an Asian nose? That's it. Think about it. You got an Asian nose. What am I supposed to think you? What am I supposed
this
to think
guy
you
this
are?
guy laughing in the background? He's an instigator. He's got the evil laugh.
So yeah, we all
I'm
evil.
not.
He got that evil laugh, my
Yeah, we're
boy.
all evil. That's why y'all came with the exorcism and the Islam and the Christianity. So listen, narrow noser.
Okay, that's not a diss. You can call
No,
it that.
no,
That's not a diss.
no.
It's not a.
Medium
It's
narrow noser.
yeah, medium noser. It's not a. It's not a diss. It's no difference than y'all calling us hard hair.
That's not a diss either.
Or big
Yeah.
nose.
But you take it like a diss.
No, we embrace it. Embrace it now.
Yep.
Embrace that
Yep.
shit. Big nose, gal.
Yep.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that.
yeah. No, we're not saying right or wrong. We found out. That's how we knew we was different. Now we know you foreign.
But you
Yep.
know this word that you used, chilek. You know Somali people, we don't call ourselves that. You know that.
It doesn't matter. Y'all have soft hair, right?
That's for Indian people and specifically.
It
Either way,
fits.
both y'all got soft hair, right?
Yep. Interchangeable.
Not all.
But the majority, right?
Majority, yeah.
Right.
I want-
So right. Majority rules. Stop playing.
That's true.
So why we got to do
Bingo
that?
bango.
Say that again.
So why we got to do that?
What we gotta do?
Y'all always try to say not all. The point is, if it's the majority, that's the general situation, and that's the situation.
True. I'm not gonna deny that. I'm not gonna deny that.
So do you know why they say an African nose is a wide nose?
Genetics.
Well, no. This is why they say Africans' nose is a wide nose. Because if you do a head count / nose count in Africa, it's
Yeah.
more people with wide noses than anything else. So by default, an African nose is a wide nose.
That's true.
No, you didn't know. So you didn't know it's true. It's not that it's true. These are different ways of understanding.
But let me tell you. For example, North Africa, right? Are you telling me that was African people lived there in the past?
It's
in the
called
history?
African people. So think about it. Yes, African people live everywhere in Africa. That's what you're not understanding.
Including the North.
African people live in Africa.
Period.
Y'all are the people that's cutting lines in the sand. Basically, it wasn't even no sand.
That's what they say.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
For all the time you've been in London, right?
Yeah,
You felt like you wanted to go back home, right?
I did. Yeah, I did.
Okay. The place you call home, temporary.
Yeah.
Did you ever think about planting a tree? Did you ever had that in mind?
Well, to be honest, I live in the city, you know. And
Okay.
then, because
So you don't go out in the desert area and plant a tree?
not really, because right next to where I live in Mogadishu, like if you go a little bit outside, it's like
Oh, you live in the heartland.
yeah. It's like it's not all like it's not all dry how you make it seem. You know what I mean?
No. The Americans call it something else. I'm just asking because by the time I'm getting ready to go back
Semi-arid.
there, I want to
Semi-arid.
make sure. Yeah, but by the time I get ready to go back there, I want to know that there are trees planted.
Yeah, there is. Some
Okay,
where I'm from, there are trees.
There are okay.
Yeah. Where I'm from, there's trees.
No fruit trees though, right?
Know what?
Fruit trees.
There is. Yeah. bananas. There's hella banana trees.
No. Hold on just a minute.
That ain't your
Mm.
banana. Don't go there about banana.
Mm.
Oh man.
Nah, it's like
All right, I'll let you go. I'll let you
yeah,
go.
Them
I
yeah.
won't. I
cave
won't
do
pressure
Good
you.
talking to you,
listen, them
man.
cave don't know about banana. Come on. Don't do that.
I'm not from a cave, man.
No, but you see, I gave you some kind of credit by asking you about planting and stuff like that because you've been abroad. You know something. You visited. You
That's
hang
right.
around.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
So
right.
you. Right. So I'm saying that maybe you would do a little bit more improvement. You know,
Yeah. No.
I'm
You
trying to
know,
give you that credit.
no. I give Chaos credit because he told me a lot of stuff about my people that I didn't know. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He
So
he he explained hella shit to me, man. So I give him credit. You know?
most definitely.
Yeah,
But
because
the thing that you have to do also is to plant mango, lime, that kind of those kind of trees.
that's true. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
go get
Yeah,
plant some, plant a lot of them. Yeah, go
yeah, for
plant them
sure,
back.
man. Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah,
Good
because
talking to you.
your ancestors chopped those shit down to make fuel for cooking.
Maybe, or maybe
Not
the
maybe. No. You see,
yeah.
you know why I'm saying that? Because your ancestors never told you what they meant there.
No, it's Sahara.
Exactly.
It's part of the Sahara Desert.
No, no,
You
no,
get
no,
it?
no, 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 no. Listen what I just said.
Yeah,
And this is the part that's missing. Your ancestors never told you what they meant when they came in.
yeah.
Did they
When they
tell you what
scurry
they
their
mean?
asses when they scurry their asses across the water,
Mm.
they still won't tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So you suggest I should plant more trees?
Yeah, and see what happens.
Good idea. Good idea, bro.
Did your
Yeah.
In
ancestors tell you
Mogadishu,
what they mean when they went across?
Say that again.
you
I'm asking
won't
you.
get it.
Did they tell me
They
what?
won't tell.
Did they tell you what they saw when they went across the water?
Not really. Not really.
I
Not
think you should
really.
have asked them.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Maybe.
I mean, this is no we're not playing on the top level of your head. We're telling
Mm.
you something that you should think about. Because not only the people are different, but the food that was planted, the trees that was there, they were also different, and they were vital to your ancestors until they got tired and cut them down because
But that's
they
going
didn't
on
want to.
everywhere, man. There's
Huh?
deforestation everywhere. There's deforestation everywhere. You know,
Well,
they still use
yeah,
charcoal. They still use charcoal there, man. It's a poor country.
yeah, I know,
They
I know.
cut down the trees
It's
to
a
use charcoal.
it's a
You know?
staple. They dig a hole and bury shit in the ground, kill a camel and cook it
No,
upwards.
that's no. They use the charcoal to cook. They chop down the trees, make it
Yeah,
with charcoal, and then that's how they cook with it. You know?
yeah, I'm aware of that. They don't use the raw wood; they use the charcoal now. But
Yeah,
back in the day, before they found the charcoal, they
mm,
started to use straight up wood,
that's
mango
true.
wood. Yeah, I know, I know. I'm
That's
telling you
true.
what was there. I'm just trying to, you know. They
Yeah,
had Sea Island grapes there. You know that, right? Right around Mogadishu before they made that thing
they
there. You know
they
about
had
Sea
what?
Island grapes, right?
No,
Huh?
I don't know what that is. What's that?
Sea Island grapes?
Mm-mm. Never
Oh,
heard of
okay.
that.
Okay.
I'll Google it though.
Yeah. Food of the
Okay.
gods.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm telling you. Food of the
God,
gods.
God or God.
The
God.
gods.
Gods. Gods.
So you believe there's gods?
Ha!
We are
That's
the
what your
gods.
ancestors
We
call us
are.
first.
Say that again.
We are the
That's what your
gods.
that's
Right.
what your ancestors call us first when we gave them entry.
That's blasphemous.
No, I am
No, it's
one.
not.
No, it's
No, it's
not.
not. No,
I'm one.
because we are the creator of our Father. We
Especially
are
the
his
black
children.
woman.
Who's your father?
That's correct.
Jesus?
You crazy?
But that's
Who?
So
Who's that?
but that's what
that's
you
your
believe, though.
father. We don't know nothing about
That's
that
your
No, no,
one.
no. That's the story you guys sold.
No,
Like,
man, bro, I'm not Christian.
we're not
we
You're
not.
Christian
Christian.
either.
We're not Christian.
But
We're
majority of
not
black people are
Muslim and we're
Christian,
not
though.
Christian.
Majority of black people are Christian, no?
Yeah, because they
What does
told
that
us
have to
that.
do with this panel?
What again?
Christianity have to do with this panel? Nothing. Come
No,
from
because father. Who says father? The father, the spirit. Who says that? Christians, right?
the father. He's talking about this Christian is your papa.
Okay. Papa.
Yeah,
Papa.
Who's your papa?
Daddy.
yeah. Okay, I hear that. But I just believe like Chaos. He's not a bad guy, but I think he's a racist guy. Put it that way. He's not a bad guy,
Damn, man.
right? He's a racist guy.
Listen, you know what's a racist? Do you know what's a racist?
Chaos.
Me? Look, let me say something.
Yeah.
Racist. Stop saying that.
Chaos is a racist towards my people.
But this is for educational purposes. Well,
Yeah.
this. All right. So look,
I don't mean to ruffle no feathers.
look at this. Look. Check this out.
Yeah.
Look at it like teams.
Yeah.
I'm for my team. That's the same thing. That's the same thing as being racist. It's equivalent. It's no difference. It's just sports terms versus political terms.
So you agree that you are a racist?
I'm for my team. If that's what racist mean.
Kinda.
Yeah. So I'm for my team.
So when you say Somali, do you include Ethiopia? Because you guys encircled Ethiopia. You're racist to Ethiopia there.
We don't mix with each other. We don't have no connections.
Segregatist.
It's racist.
Yeah, that's racist and
Well,
segregatist.
listen. It's not racist because they're the same race. So look, watch this. They're calling me racist.
Shit.
It's showing that I'm not the same race as them. Pay attention, y'all. We're not the same race. That's how we can be racist towards fake quote unquote Africans. Y'all ain't African.
That's true. That's true.
Look.
I
He
take
called
that
it.
back.
He didn't even call it tribal war or anything like that. He said racist.
No. But listen to what I'm saying. If I was making these videos and stuff,
So are we a separate race?
and I was, that's for you to decide.
No, think about it. You got the Asian nose. I got an African nose.
I don't look at it that way. I don't judge people.
It's literally. It's not called judgment. It's actually called an African nose, and it's called an Asian nose. It's a definition. It's not a judgment.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna discriminate against
It's
you.
not
because-
discrimination to say zebras have stripes.
I was gonna say that. That's in anthropology, sir. You learn
It's
that.
anthropology. It's not discrimination to say zebras have stripes, just like y'all say we got hard hair. So
Yeah.
y'all say you got hard hair, and you're not just. It's in your fucking language.
Yeah, but you know what we call Chinese people? We call them small eyes.
Either way, y'all are a different race from them. So y'all call somebody from a different race that name.
It's just descriptive. You know
But
what I mean?
are there a different race from y'all? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a racial term. Stop playing, man.
Yeah, but it's still not racist, though, is
It's
it?
a racial term if they have it as a race of people.
That's why you call yourself Jared, because you know it's not racist.
No, I call myself Jareer to acknowledge, to take away the bullshit that y'all put into it, because it's actually an ethnic slur, a racial slur.
That's correct. That is correct.
It depends on context.
No, it's literally on the hate database website. It made the hate database website, so it's not depending on the context. It made the website.
Yeah, but anyone can just put that out. Post that
No,
on
your
there.
people
it's a
come here and
fucking
do it all
website.
the time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, there's absolutely nothing racist or nothing bad about it.
Then then how am I racist?
How you're racist because you constantly discriminate against my people.
Discriminate, he said.
You don't discriminate against other people.
No, that's not discrimination. What he's doing, he's
It
showing
is.
the two different races.
I would look at it as discrimination.
Yeah, you. See, I'm actually identifying y'all. Y'all are the enslavers. Y'all are hiding as our people with this melanated shit. So
That's a lie.
it's not about, huh?
That's a lie. That's a lie.
So Somalia
Yes, you do.
enslaved Bantu?
My history got nothing to do with slavery.
What?
My history got nothing
What?
to do. You're talking about
Oh,
Ethiopia.
now you're selective.
You're talking about Ethiopian who was involved in
No,
slavery.
Somalian and Ethiopian.
Selective.
Somalian too.
Did you get this from
Greeting,
Wikipedia?
ladies.
Hang on a second. Did you get this from Wikipedia?
No, it's documented in your
It's
slave trade. It's
documented.
documented in the
Slave
slave
trade.
trade history.
Yeah.
So did you get it from Wikipedia? It's everywhere.
I searched. I did because when I watched your lives, I did search for some information about that, but I couldn't really find much, to be
Because
honest.
you didn't
with
really look. Just type in East African slave trade, and you're gonna see Somalia and Ethiopia headlining this shit.
East Africa, yeah, that's East Africa is a broad region, though.
No, it
Look
could
at
be a
you.
broad region, but it
Was
says some Ethiopia and Somalia headline this shit.
there slave trade in Zanzibar? Come on.
All y'all together, dude. Like, stop trying to redirect. We're talking about Ethiopia and Somalia, who's trying to pretend to be indigenous.
I'll do more research anyway, but as far as I'm concerned, my people.
You just don't know. Just say you don't know.
Yeah, that's all.
No,
It's
no,
not
I've
gonna
searched
hurt.
before. I've searched before,
You searched
Well,
before. You said you ain't find nothing.
but they
You're
made
here.
it broad. They
Now
said
that
East
you're here,
Africa.
ask Chaos where to look, and he'll show you. He'll tell you. You just told him how smart he is, and you like that. So, he's a black man that is very intelligent, and you say he's smart.
He is,
So
and he's
that's
well
one up on him.
articulated. Yeah, I'll look into more, but what I'll try to say is, if the history they did do some shit like that, obviously that's fucked up. No one condones it these days,
Don't condone what?
Wherever fucked up shit happened in the past,
And it's in the past, so nobody's gonna see it now. They don't talk about it because they don't want nobody to know that they did it. Their grandfather, how many he owned? What did he do? How did you get here? How your skin is a little bit more brown than mine's,
nothing to do with
tan
that.
than
Nothing to do
mine's.
with that. Nothing to do with
I
that.
know. No. Listen, it's not you, the
Yeah,
slave.
yeah.
It's the blood that's in your veins. The
I can.
acknowledgement of the blood that's in your veins.
The only time I know that Bantu people try to unalive people was the Tutsi people, right? They tried
Yeah,
to
the
genocide
invaders.
them.
So listen, time out. The Tutsis.
The invaders,
Nah.
and they still
You try
trying
to
to.
you try to unalive them,
No, either way. Listen, that's irrelevant. They're not our people. So what?
So it's fine to unalive people. Is that what you're
Yes,
trying to
because they're
say?
invaders. They're foreign coming into our land, invading. They're skinny bodies and they drink milk. So we're exposing all y'all skinny body milk drinkers invading Africa. So the Tutsi's laws, wow.
You told me.
Yeah, they did. That's why they still nomad.
What's wrong?
See, y'all didn't lose. That's why y'all Somalians. That's why we have Somalia. We don't have Tutsia. So that means a Tutsi ain't win nothing.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, but you know who
Oh shit.
you know who made up all these borders and split up all this
Y'all,
shit. And
narrow
that
nose
Oh,
people with narrow noses made up all these borders.
English people. Am I
They
English?
have narrow
no,
noses.
ain't no English. You guys helped pull the fucking lines and
Hey,
everything.
look, hon,
Put the
listen,
stakes down.
hon. We're removing the language, and they're all narrow nosed people.
That don't mean much.
No, it shows that y'all are calling the shots. Y'all are drawing the lines in the sand. This is your talking point.
Nah,
Man, it
that
don't
don't
got
mean
nothing to
shit.
do with these birds. That's y'all made that shit.
That don't mean nothing, man.
I'm showing the correlation of who's running shit, but that does mean something.
My people don't run shit, man.
They have, I
My
mean,
country's some fucked up country and it's poor. What
yeah,
do they
because
run?
y'all listen, yes, because y'all the dark skin branch of the Caucasian side. Y'all just lost to your white brothers.
Yeah, trying to remind you.
You're probably more white than me as an African
I
American.
don't have an Asian nose,
You're
so
probably
why would I
more.
be more white than you with your Asian nose?
Yeah, because your ancestry is mixed. Yes or no?
Show me my ancestry that you read of me.
No one is
No,
100%.
show me the ancestry that you're talking from.
What?
Watch
No
this,
one
hon.
is.
Watch
No
this,
one is
hon.
100%.
No, fuck that. No one shit. Show me the information that you're reading from of my ancestry, please.
Your your ancestry.
Yeah, no, cut the camera on and
Highly
show my
speculative.
documents with my name on it, reading
Hang
my
on,
ancestry on live.
not you specifically.
Right. So you just talked about me specifically though.
Not you specifically.
Yeah.
I
So
said,
stop talking about. I ain't got nothing to do with everybody else.
yeah, but you're African American, yes
Yeah,
or
but I
no?
ain't got nothing to do with other narrow nosed people and other Asian nosed people.
But you African American, yes
I
or
don't
no?
have nothing to do with narrow nosed
No,
people and
because
Asian
it's
nosed
African
people.
American.
Yeah, you do, because your ancestry is mixed. You can't tell me
that.
you can't tell me where in Africa exactly you're from. You can't tell me
It's
that.
called the slave trade and it's called erasure of history. So what are you not understanding about that?
Yeah,
There you go.
which means your ancestry
It
is mixed,
means
yes
that
or
my
no?
ancestry was wiped out. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Your ancestry is mixed. What language do you speak? You have your own language?
Just
Arturo,
do you hold
Arturo,
up?
do you know about genetics?
Say that again?
All right,
Do you
you
know
don't.
about
All right,
genetics? You're
you don't
asking
need
me.
to have a language to live. All right.
Of course you do. Because
No, you don't. No, it's not a
my,
requirement to live. You need oxygen. All right.
my people, they're indigenous and we have our own language.
That
We are
doesn't mean you're indigenous because you speak a language. Birds speak a language. Animals speak languages. That doesn't fucking mean nothing.
we're talking about humans. We're not talking about no
Yeah,
animals.
y'all count as the humans coming out the cave. So when y'all use the same talk about we have our own language, that shit don't fucking mean nothing. People cannot be talking and still live.
Yeah, but you can't keep talking about
No, but
caves
you can't
and
use
this type of
language
stuff.
as a necessity to establish existence.
Of course you can.
No, you can't because you don't need it to live. People can be mute and still live, right?
But my
Yes or
language,
no? Yes or no?
my language is
No,
indigenous.
yes or no?
Well, if you're Khoisan, yeah, you can.
This what
speak
you're
a
not
Khmer
understanding,
shit.
cave boy.
Don't try and nearest
This
me.
what you're
Don't
not
try and nearest
understanding,
me.
cave. Mute up. This what you're not understanding. We're talking about necessities. A language is not a necessity. Oxygen is a necessity. So you cannot have eyes or a tongue and still live. Language is not a requirement in life. That's what y'all not getting. Language is not a requirement in life. Okay? So stop talking about you have your own language and your own culture like it's a fucking necessity. It's not a necessity. It's not essential. I don't think y'all understand what that means. Language or no languages, you're from the fucking caves. Culture or no culture, you're from the caves. You're sitting up here with European Caucasoid skulls, talking about who's more African, with a Caucasian skull. We're talking to people with Caucasian skulls right now, talking about who's more African. The fuck out of here. Your documents right here, it's in your face. The prompt is right here. It says a Hermetic is a Caucasoid. It's in your face. You're not even addressing the prompt. You keep trying to go back and forth with us, and you ain't even reading the prompt. You don't read. Y'all not reading. Y'all not reading. You got Ethiopia and Somalia right here as on the African slave trade. And look, Bantus are, you see, physically. Fuck the cultural shit. The physical means you have eyes. This culture shit is made up, mix and match. It can be copy and paste. As for wide noses and woolly head and expose all y'all asses is not African. So stop, y'all stop getting with that copy and paste religion, that copy and paste language, and that copy and paste geography. What the fuck do you look like? You sitting up here currently looking like Caucasians today, like you did back then. And the Caucasian is looking Caucasian. Your family. We're not playing these games. Address the prompt, or show my DNA test, or shut the hell up. You see what I'm saying? Y'all not showing nothing. Y'all never cut y'all cameras on. Y'all produce no evidence and y'all cite no evidence reference. Well, I believe, you're racist, you're hating. We're talking about your kind enslaving our kind, and you're talking about we're hating on you. Your kind raped our kind, and you're talking about we're hating on you? That shit doesn't even make any sense. They don't even get that shit. Why are you hating? You're hiding as Africans. You're not African. You're exposed as not African. It ain't got nothing to do with our emotional state. Cave girls and cave boys. Get your ass back in the cave. Return home. What cave? Any motherfucking cave. That's what y'all not getting.
Oh shit.
What cave?
Epiphany.
What's up?
E.T. phone home.
Phone home. And where that come from?
Up a camel.
They go to camel. Look,
One
no
camel
grass,
coming up.
no trees.
Jamal.
Oh, that's Lord Jamal?
Brother. Hello, brother.
Brother. Jamal Eid Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum.
Jamal coming up with his camel.
Jamal, what's up, man? How many cameras you got? Oh, he recording. He reporting. Let's get him out of there nearest. We holler at you. Abdul, go make salat. This for educational purposes. This may ruffle some feathers and shake some caves and ruffle the fur of a camel. This may ruffle up some fur. So, Art, back to you, man. Just because you didn't know your history, we gonna inform you of your history. You are part of the East African slave trade of wide-nosed and woolly-haired people, Jurers. Right before your eyes. So this may be new to you or not. You might be living in, look, the Nile, because you're connecting yourself to the Nilotic. Plus the Nile River does go into, bleed into Ethiopia, Somalia area as the Blue Nile or White Nile. So that's how they send their Nilotic. They're by the river. They're by the river.
That means they're Indians. That's what it says right here. Look.
They Indians? Look at
Yes,
them.
they are.
They look Indian. They sound
What
Indian.
happened during the Indian
Remember,
Ocean slave
they
trade,
are
which
coming
make
from
them Indian?
Mesopotamia. Remember, they are coming from Mesopotamia, the Abrahamic seed. They're the first one. The Indian slave trade.
Oh.
Look, when you
Mm-hmm.
watch this they path. They went Arab, then went into India. Got the numbers and the symbols, then went into Africa. So they went Arab, India, then Africa. Or Indian air. It's all bony nose to bony nose
No,
to.
you're right the first time. Arab, then Indian, then back. Yep, you're right the first time.
I know it's either way, but it's still bony nose. So that's why I don't try to get into the who came first bullshit. It's bony nose to wide nose. You see? You went from
They're all the same.
you went from small nose territory to small nose territory to a wide nose territory, and you conquered the wide nose people. Don't get in caught up with them names, because it'll trick you. The Tufian, but Bluefy and Triplufi cleanse. Trichnusnisnens.
GNN said they brought the headlines, including other abomination.
The headlights explains their migration path, just like we was talking about the headlights clad sea, if I'm not mistaken, is Ethiopia, Senegal, and Nepal. How the fuck? Yeah, Nepal. It's called clad sea headlights. It's
I've been trying
Ethiopia.
to figure out what deep sea was.
Yeah, so look, it's Ethiopia, Senegal, and Nepal. They had the same headlights. Bloodline ancestor
One.
Well, Somalia didn't make the list.
of headlights. They probably kept it hidden.
Probably hit it.
Yeah, cause look, remember the Ethiopia is probably more reported. Hold up, cause it's a Christian situation, but Libya is a Muslim situation, right?
Yeah.
Libya number one in headlights on the planet, so it's Libya number one, Ethiopia number two with headlights.
Wait, hold up a minute. They trade
Yes,
cows for women.
they
What they
all
trade
the
for
same
headlights?
headlines.
All of y'all ignorance.
Yeah,
I know, but
yeah, all
what do
black
they
people.
trade for headlights? They trade cows for women. What do they trade for head lice?
Hun, they're trading the headlights. So their headlights are swapping.
Oh,
Their headlights is
oh,
migrating, exchanging headlights, like mingling, going out on
ah.
dates.
You guys are not educated.
So that
That shit
mean
is,
okay,
yeah. You
okay.
see,
So
it's like a gathering,
interchangeable, switched
God,
out.
everyone is fucked.
like Ramadan. They
Yeah.
get together to make a jihad around the Kaaba. Hey, look, notice that he said the normal cave talking points. Uneducated, low IQ, we're ignorant. So remember, those are the normal cave talking points. So like we hear the they have words too for us. Monkey, slave, and anything that's reference to education and low IQ.
Hey, Mike, don't you feel good that now the Fulani's got your job?
Is that two dudes on this picture? Profile picture? That's what's that about? Bobby Hemmings say, man, if it don't include the women, if it don't include the opposite sex, it's suspect. And remember this for educational purposes, this may ruffle some feathers and shake up some caves. But for those who don't know, this is the East African slave trade. Indian slave traders, Afro-Asiatic slave traders, Asians, Yorubas, all the Muslim countries and Christian countries. So remember, all the slave trades was Christians, Muslims, and Hindus, and them Buddhists. All of them were in our religious entities. So we're not separating the language from the damn religion from the damn people, because it's all extension. And that's still a talking point. They talking about we ain't have no language. They always say that shit. So what? Fuck language. That's let us know that we ain't you. We didn't have cows, motherfucker. We didn't have deserts and shit. We didn't have those plagues and shit. So it's a lot of stuff that we didn't have. And you see what I'm saying, that you don't want to mention that came with your ass. Talking about we ain't had no language. Fuck out of here. Y'all up there grunting and shit. Y'all up there grunting. Caveman grunts. You ever heard him talk? Remember, this for educational purposes. My job is for this, but who cares? Who cares? We'll make another fucking page. Who fucking cares? We just got to build it back up. It'll take a little while. By the time we build up the page, we're going to have some more material. Next thing you know, there's going to be more people drinking milk. Khoisan drinking milk, red flag. Nilotics drinking milk, red flags. Afro-Asiatics and Europeans and Indians. Their gods is cows and shit. Hathor. Cow goddesses and shit. She-goats and she-camels all in the Quran. God and Allah sending them goddamn goats and camels and shit because they're in the desert. They're in the desert. Oh, we got a guess? Who this? Brother Green is in the house. What's happening? Oh, that whack bird game. Yeah, we know you drink milk every day. Duh. This is about you. Milk drinkers. We got new guests. What's happening? Is there milk in your refrigerator? New guest, is it how much milk is in your fridge?
Are you
I'm
from
asking.
East or West
I'm
or
asking you. Is there milk in your refrigerator, guest? We're gonna need you to come up off that camera. Your signal's terrible. Are you in a cave? Just crawl halfway out.
Option's not good.
Yeah, your cave signal is off, man. You gotta crawl out a little bit. Knuckle walk out a little bit.
hear me?
We still can't hear you. Knuckle walk out a little bit more.
Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you a little bit. Knuckle walk out a
Okay,
little bit
so
more.
what I'm saying is,
No, slow down, slow down. New
Muslims
guest.
are
We can't.
in
Hey,
Philly, which
mute.
are African.
Nearest. All the Muslims you're talking about are prison Muslims. They went to prison. And this is King Jarir in your ear. All the Muslims, most of the Muslims, I'm gonna say about 85% of the black Muslims in America went to prison. Prison Muslims. That's a prison game. They become Muslim in prison because you can have any type of charge and be exempt. So if you do something bad and you go to prison, all you gotta do is turn Muslim and everything's exempt. That's a fact. Huh? Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum assalam. Salam. I don't want no ham.
Okay, yeah, we don't need ham. So what's this about slave trade?
What's about who?
What is this topic about? Religion or slavery or
It's all hand in hand. The slavery and the religion and all is one.
East Africa? The reason why these people from Somalia, you won't find much history about them because they went by different names. They were known as Zinj, Ajran. They have many. You might want to use something called the Zinj Rebellion. So these people have been on every type of slave. They've been slaves to so many people, all the way to Iraq, to the Omanis. There's so many, but they were known as different. They have a recent history where they now say we are Somali, although they speak 9, 10 different languages. But even the Italians is the ones that named them Somali, because you went past Somaliland, Ardul Somal, and then went down south. Do you understand? So these people, even the land Somali, they were named by the Italians Somalia, Casa de Somali Italiana. But who did the land belong to? Who did the Italians go to get the land off? Who did they go to? It was the king of Zanzibar. I think Zanzibar is Tanzania today. But it was the king of Zanzibar that sold them that land that is today Somalia. So you need to go back in history. A little bit. They've been on every type of slave trade, but you can't use Somalia. You have to use like the Zinj rebellion, something Ajuran. I mean, there's even letters sent to the United Nations, them complaining in the 60s about the Italians enslaving them. So there's a lot of stories about that, to be honest. The most interesting one, I don't think I've watched it completely, was the Zinj rebellion. I don't know how these idiots end up in Iraq, but they had a rebellion all the way in Iraq, fighting against the Arabs. So yeah, they were
Oh,
getting
whoa. Who you calling idiots? The black people?
They're Somalis. Who are you talking about?
Come on, wide nose and woolly head people.
Oh, he's talking about it in Somalia.
Somalia. Why are you so salty, nigga? I didn't say nothing.
Whoa. You heard that? We don't do that here. Cave. Please. Cave, please.
Did she just call you the N word?
Yeah, huh? She said what I think she said. She was saying the idiots end up all the way over
She's
there.
calling us the
How did
idiots,
she just let
hon.
that slip in like that?
Yeah, huh? You didn't understand what she was talking about. She was calling about us idiots going over there.
Yes.
She said we rebelled against the Arab. It's called the Zanji. It's called the Zanj Rebellion. I know what the fuck she talking about.
Yes. And then she said what those idiots were rebelling.
They were talking about us.
Tisha laughing in the chat. That put that
Mute that little
cockroach
Indian
back.
girl. Mute that little Indian girl. We ain't gonna blog her. Just mute that little Indian girl. Look, she's following no bio. Mute. Go ahead, come up with another account with her little Indian voice. We was letting you slide with your little Indian voice. You knew you was Indian. Trying to sidetrack. Yeah, it was a all y'all narrow nosers. We're exposing the whole narrow nose giddy up. They asking us what's our beef with our enslavers. Why are we beefing with our enslavers? Why don't we love our rapers? Right, Paula?
Exactly. She's coming back again.
That's what they do. They can't help themselves.
Cockroach. What is it, cockroach?
In Iraq, they were not.
Can't hear you.
Yeah,
We can't hear your cockroach.
Oh my God, you guys are salty for no reason.
So what?
Can anyone hear that cockroach?
You open up a whole topic about East Africa.
Wait, what the light infested baby said?
Okay, what did I do?
Came
You
up
gotta
here.
keep close to the mic, ma'am.
Listen, I listen. If this, I was trying to educate you people about the slave trade, but it's not Bantu. I'm from Somaliland. We don't even have Bantu people there. I'm talking about Somalia itself. I said the Italians, how they got the land, it used to be controlled by the king of Zanzibar. That's how they got the land. It's trying to give you like history. So you need to YouTube it, the Zins rebellion. It's in Iraq. But they're not Bantus. They're the people from Somalia.
There's no Bantu people in Somalia, like at all.
No, I never said that. There's a lot of them actually. They're Somali Bantus. But that's Somalia. I'm talking about, I'm from the north. I'm from Somaliland. Up there, we don't have them. But down south, there's a lot of them. They have their own tribes. They have big tribes over there. But you have also other Somali tribes there as well. So the history of that land is known as Zinj, Adran. They've been on every type of slave trade, like, and it's not specific to Bantu. Before you get upset, it's not. I'm talking about Somali. Okay, don't get upset. It's the history there. It's
Don't
there.
tell us what not to get. Just give us the information. Don't tell us how to respond to information.
Why are you upset with me? I've never
Yes, because
engaged.
they're telling us how to respond to information. Don't tell people how to respond. You just give
So why are you
information.
upset
That's how
with
that shit
me?
works.
I hope people open up. You know, they're on TikTok to get information.
Terrorist, Jillik, stop with the tribe and the clan. You are an entire race of cave babies. Stop doing with the clans, the tribes, the geography, the names. Y'all got narrow noses.
She pretty much just saying it wasn't them, it was the Zanji or the Italians.
That's the cover up. They're gonna blame it on the white man. The Italians made them stop the slave trade, if you look into it.
Exactly.
White people made them stop. If it wasn't for
So
white
they
people,
were. It wasn't for white people. It wouldn't stop for real.
it was slave trade would have never stopped if it wasn't for white people.
Mm-hmm. So they want to blame everything on the whitey. That's why they want Messiah to stay in that narrative, blaming everything on the whitey.
I think we gotta start thinking the white man now. Seriously, not now with that said. Cause and also it's the white man information that exposing them as the white man.
Because the white man put it out there to
Yep.
expose them.
Yep. These are the people that was enslaving you. They right next to you now, and you only know we did it because we don't look like you all the way. We're white, and they're dark
Hmm.
skinned white. You see,
Exactly.
but they always try to hit us with the misdirection. We're talking about Somalia and Ethiopia specifically. Y'all want to talk about another place? Go live somewhere else. The white man is already exposed. Y'all are not exposed. That's what we're talking about. Y'all we hitting y'all one by one by one by one as a whole sand clan desert man and desert woman. A desert race of people.
But then she said she's gonna say it wasn't the Bantu was being enslaved, it was the Somalian. Come on, stop it. We already
But
know.
listen what she said. She said the Somali, she's counting the Bantu as a Somali Bantu. And one,
Mm-hmm.
you see? She did that in one. That was a play on words. Golden in the chat. What's happening, fam?
Golden greetings, brother.
Look, you gotta analyze their words. This shit's tricky, this wordplay. I'm on their asses. Cause you got to know how certain words will take you in and out of certain things in the context. These people are manipulating the words to force themselves to have a history. But then when you
Mm-hmm.
dissect them and take it back, and your skull is Caucasoid, nothing else matters. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can't have a nation and be a nomad. That's a contradiction. So these are lies. These are goddamn settled nomads. What they always talk about our emotional state. So we gotta remember, we gotta add that to it. What that always been at. They always call us angry black man, angry black woman. That's what that means. Of course, the loser in this race war will be upset. We lost this race war. We're still losing. It's still little bony noses on money. It's still money. You see what I'm saying? It's not about who's on the money. It's about money existing. It's not about who's controlling the job. It's about the job existing. It's about these schools existing. These are all colonization and division and divisive tactics coming from these cave babies that we got to do away with.
For real.
These cave ass books, these cave scrolls, these cave ass skulls, all this shit is related to a cave. And we see that these motherfuckers is eating up the pasture, so they got to come into Africa because ain't no goddamn grass. They eating up all the fucking grass on the planet. The goats and the cow need grass to eat. So it's a necessity that they go and move around and have to migrate their animals, because if they leave them there too long, it's gonna fuck the soil up. So they
For
let the
real.
cows eat for like a week at a certain spot and move it, because it'll fuck the land up. What you about to say, Paula?
That's why they can't stay one place. They always have to be keep moving.
Yo, what's up, what's up, what's up, everyone?
Oh my days, who's this now?
Brother,
Another cave.
no, this me, if you remember.
No, you haven't answered. Well, I know him.
Ah,
Guys, I have a question. Why you
who is
guys
that? Wait,
angry?
wait. You just come up. I'm gonna drop you. You didn't even you didn't even come up with I have a question. Shut it. They always come up to ask a question. The same pattern.
They cannot control their emotion, you know?
So what confession you have for us today?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, Miss CB.
Yeah, this Al Nasib, yeah. Long lost, long time. I didn't come this life, you know?
I know. You have any confession for us?
Oh, I just wanna add this thing, you know? I mean, whatever is on the border. I just wanna add it. Yeah, I mean, the Bantu in Somalia are not brought there as a slave, you know? They were there, the Bantu in Somalia and the Bantu in Kenya and the Bantu in Tanzania, all of them, they are same origin. It doesn't mean some people, they confuse since they are same origin. They think in the Bantu in Somalia, since they are not controlling the power, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
they've been brought there from Tanzania on and so and so. But that history was a lie, you know. They never were brought there. They are brothers, yet they related. I mean, the Bantu all the way South Africa, Mozambique, Tanzania, and Kenya, and the southern Somalia, the Bantu in southern Somalia, all of them, they related, you know? Yeah, they come from same origin, they related, and they used to do business trading together, and they used to trade with the Middle East and India and China. But some people, they trying to propagate a lie in order and say that these Bantu people were brought in Somalia as a slave. That was completely fabrication, you know?
Now they came in.
Huh?
The Somalians. They're the one that came in and changed the narrative of everything.
Yep, that's true. Yeah. Even some scholars, they say that southern Somalia, a land belonged to a Bantu people. But a lot of times the Somali trying to deny that. They say, no, that's lie. They've been brought as a slave. These people are not indigenous because the southern Somalia is a cultivation land. It's a farming land. When you compare to the northern Somalia completely dry land. But southern Somalia is a cultivation land, is a farming land, agriculture, same thing as Mombasa, you know, Kenya, the coastal area, all the way to Tanzania, Mozambique, all this area, they related. Yeah, but they never been brought to them. Yep, they try to fabricate, you know.
Right.
That's why they say that. Yeah,
You
they
see, I
never were
just I
brought.
just blocked this one because you here now letting the information out. This one is typing. I just block him. Oh, we chased the Bantu from our ocean. They thought because we are nomads, it wasn't our land. You see what I'm talking about?
Somalia, if you have Bantu looking face, to them you are like a slave. I do
Mm-hmm.
have another book say that in Somalia when they say a slave, in the ancient time, if you work some rich people, you work for them, they using as a slave. Oh, you are a slave. Even today, you work with the, you all work for the rich people in America, in Africa. If you are rich, people will work for you, right? Some of them they did work for them. Some of them they work for us, the rich among us, and some of us work for them, the rich among them. So they change the
Mm-hmm.
narrative and say, oh, these people were a slave, and these people we brought them. And they say a guy named Said Barkash, and that guy Said Barkash, his mom, she's a Bantu from Tanzania, and his daddy is a Oman from Arab. And that guy, he was only existed during 19th century. No, 19th century, early 19th century. And the Bantu people were there before he even born. In Somalia, they were already there. So their history, it's easy to be debunked their narrative, you know? The narrative they trying to fabricate, to propagate, you know? Yeah, they say that guy said Barkash, he brought them. Sometimes they contradict one another. Sometimes they say Italia brought them. Sometimes they say that guy said Barkash. They call him Said Barkash, he brought them. Sometimes they say Siad Barre brought them. You know, they contradict themselves. When people try to lie, you know, they contradict themselves, each other. Yeah, the narrative.
Absolutely right about that one.
Yeah.
Thanks for the gift, Bantu Heritage.
Yeah.
Thank
If
you.
I say this one, they don't like it. You know, they say, "Oh, you hate us. Why you say we are not a slave? Why you say you are not our master? You hate us. You hate us." They they tell me that. They
Just
tell me
like
that
the
I hate them.
narrative that young lady was
Yeah.
trying to push in just now, um,
Yeah.
Kay, when she said it was
Yeah.
the Somalian was the slave, not the Bantu, the one that we just dropped.
Yeah. Even the gene pool can show that. You know, the gene pool shows slave gene pool. You know, the Arab mixed with them from Ethiopia. Originally, they come from Ethiopia, a city called Harare, and that's where the Arab mixed with them heavily. All those, you know, Amhara and so on, so they mix with them heavily with the Arab and the Ottoman Empire. They mix with them heavily, and that's why most of them they have that kind of gene pool. You know, they mix
Mm-hmm.
gene pool. So the slave always wanna call other people a slave, you know. If someone is a thief, always they wanna call other people thief before they call him, you know.
True.
Yeah. Oh, you thief, you steal. But he know he's a thief, you know. But he just wanna give that name. to other people, you know. Yeah, me, I'm a
Because they
pure
want to
African.
make
I
other people
don't.
look bad.
Yeah, yeah, me, I'm a pure African. My ancestor, they preserve my genetic pool, you know. My ancestor, they only
Who
mix
are
with
your
the African.
ancestors?
Yeah, eh?
Who are your ancestors?
Bantu. My African, my ancestor, my African ancestor. My dad, his dad, his dad, his dad. My mom, her mom, you know, great, great, great grandfather. Yeah. They only mix it with the African, you know, other African. Whatever people call them, whether pygmy or whether Khoisan, whether Nilo, whatever they call them. They only mix the other African. They never mix a foreign bloodline. You know, that's
What part of
why. That's
Africa you're? What part of Africa you're in?
Bantu. Yeah.
No, no, no. I said what part of Africa you are in?
Oh, right now?
Somalia. Yeah, yeah.
No, no, no. Right now, I'm in America. Yeah. I
Oh,
live in
okay.
America.
Your family from in Africa?
Oh, southern Somalia. Yeah. Because the reason why they say you have no land, because me, I own all agricultural land. Him, he doesn't have any agricultural land. He might have like 100 camel or maybe 10 camel. That's what he have. Me, I own a land I can touch, a land, you know, I can call home. But him, he don't have a land, a home, the one in the camel. You know, you only have a camel which, you know, doesn't have a place. A camel original which come from Middle East. Me, I own a land, agricultural land, a two magnificent agricultural land. I own, my family own, my dad, he owned two magnificent, a bigger farmland. You know, almost similar the one, you know, the white people in South Africa, they own, or the white people in Europe, they own. It's a big farmland I own. If I was a slave, I will never own a shit. I will be working on their farmland. Me, I own it. Yeah, until today, I own it.
Al Nasibi, that's an Arab name. Is that your former owner?
No, it's not an owner. Sometimes a language can be similar. Al
Yeah, but why are you
Nasib is a
carrying an Arab
Somali
name?
language. No,
But
no,
why?
no, no. Also Arabic, they using the word Nasib. And also in Somali, we use Nasib means lucky. A
Yeah,
language sometimes can relate one
Arabic.
another. No,
But
no,
it's
no. A
Arabic.
language, look, a language sometimes can relate one another. You know, it doesn't mean certain people own it. You know, a language can be related. Sometimes certain words
Are you
can be related.
Somalian? Are you
Hmm?
Somalian? Are you
I am
Somalian?
a Bantu from Somalia. I'm Bantu, yes, nationality, I'm from Somalia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if you know
But
that.
ethnicity,
I don't know if you know our
I'm Bantu.
politics. But I don't know if you know our
Yeah.
politics. But we want to claim the Kushites out from East Africa. We don't want any Kushite people in East Africa. That's why we hold these meetings every nowadays. But what's your feeling about that?
No, I don't want to kick anybody out, but we just need to clarify the history, you know? When people try to propagate lies, you know, we just wanted to clarify who is who, which history belong to who. That's all. Yeah, we don't want other people to
We
claim
want,
our history.
but we want the Kushite people to go back to Asian or Abyssinian, or I don't know where they're from. Kushite, all Kushite people have to go back there to Asia or whatever they're from. So do you
Me,
support
I
that?
don't have that authority. You know, I cannot speak something I have no power, and
But are you
something it
not
is
Bantu?
impossible for me.
But are you not Bantu? That's
I
what we are
mean,
voting for.
I mean, that's not where I come here. I just come here, you know, to explain my history. That's all. You know, that's where I come. That's it. I didn't come here
The
other
Kushite
to
people are
whatever
native
you say.
to. Do you believe the Kushite people are native to Africa? Are they from Africa or are they
One
from
second.
outside of Africa? What's your opinion on that?
Can answer that. No, they're
Okay,
not.
okay. Let me answer. No, no. Let me give him a little bit. Let me answer 1 minute. Okay, Cushitic. When you say Cushitic, when you see the Oromo people, 60% they look like a typical Bantu. So which one, or 80% to 60% among the
Also
Oromo,
about the
they look
Tutus.
like typical
I'm
Bantu. Let
talking
me
about the
finish.
Tutus, the
Let
Oroma,
me
the
finish. Let
Aguiya.
me finish. Can I finish? Let me finish. 60 to 80% among the Oromo, they look like typical African Bantu. So the mixed one and this one, which one is original? because a lot of time when the Arab come, they mix with the indigenous people, and then they influence the political affair, they take over, and then they become, you know, in front of the media, and people every time they become the frontline media, and then they start claiming that shit, you know. So other people can answer also.
But what I was wondering was, I wasn't only talking about the Oromo. You know, Oromo is a part of the Kushite people. There's a Tutsi, Fulani, you name it, Nalojis, Somalis, Burundis also. So do you want? There's around 300 million people of them in East Africa. So what I heard from last time in Chaos and other people who was
Now there's not
they
300
told me
million people. That's a lie. Stop lying.
around 300 million people there is.
Reach they less than that.
Oh, bro, only Ethiopia is like 130, something like that. And if you count
Ethiopia,
Rwanda,
50%
Somalia, Kenya,
and look, 50% are Nilotic, okay? But they are not in the media. It doesn't mean if they are not in the political, you know, on the media, it doesn't mean they are not exist. If the media doesn't show, doesn't mean they are
you
not
believe,
exist.
so you believe that Kushite people are half Bantu or what? Because you say something about 60% of them.
I didn't say half Bantu. I say they look like typical African.
But that's not,
Yeah.
that's
If you
not
look the
what,
Oromo.
but that's not what Chaos want. I don't know if you talked to Chaos before. I have studied him like 3 years now, Chaos. And that's not what
For individual, they control what is in their mind. I cannot control another man what is in his mind, okay? I do respect him, and I cannot tell him what to do, you know what he do, I know what am I doing, okay? I cannot tell a man what to do, you know? I cannot tell no human being how to speak, how to think. That is the mindset of,
do you agree with
other people.
do you agree with his viewpoint?
Wait. How is it you just come on the panel interrogating someone?
And chill out, my
No.
nigga.
How you just
Sure.
come on the
Yeah.
panel interrogating the brother?
The brother. Brother is my
This is
brother.
their nature. They
No,
like
it's not your
interrogating
brother.
people.
You're not a
He is my
Bantu
brother.
Silly
man.
rabbit.
Ariana Sib lahadal
Silly
dadka
rabbit.
xaqaasiya inaad.
Trickster
She's
potato.
right, man. She's right. She's right.
Sib
He
He's
lahadal
has
not
a
your
dadka
question.
brother. You're not his brother.
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
Is
We
your
ain't
nose wide?
brother. Go
Is
on,
your nose
Kay.
wide?
I'm very, very disappointed of you. I thought you had an open-minded, bro, but you are worse than these
No,
people.
Do you have a wide nose?
Kay. He
I
does
have a
not have a
normal nose. I don't know
picture.
what the wild nose
He
is.
does not know
Well, if he says
nothing
he doesn't
up.
know what a wide nose is, that means he doesn't have one.
Nah, he's
I
a
want to
spin
talk to my.
doctor, this guy.
I
He's
want
a
to talk
He's
to
a,
my brother.
ganja weed.
I would like to
he's a
talk to my
spin
brother
doctor.
Nasib. I would like to talk to my
That's
brother
not your
Nasib.
brother. You're not gonna manipulate another
Nasib is my
Bantu
brother.
person. We
He's
on to you people.
he's
You come up
Somalian like
here
I am.
interrogating
He's East
my brother.
African like
That's
I am.
our brother,
He's
not your
African like
brother.
I am. Nasib is my brother. I don't know where
The
you guys from.
You
nearest.
You
guys
guys are
sound the
probably from
same,
America.
but
Go
he
back to the
looks
cave.
like a Bantu. Wait, are you Bantu? Is that your picture in profile, Nasib?
Yeah, that's a Bantu brother.
That's my
Yeah,
picture,
no.
but it's a AI, you know,
Okay.
looking like cartoon. Yeah.
I nearest him. You notice how he come up and just start interrogate the brother,
You know why?
question him.
Like everyone else in the comments said, like he can't be Somali because of the way he looks in the profile picture. That's why.
Go on his page.
But he sounds Somali.
Yeah, he's Somalian. You come up interrogating.
Their nature, you know, they like
We do
interrogating
not
people.
hate anyone. Period.
Yeah.
We just hope for you guys to pack and go
He's a
back to
silly.
the nearest
He's
cave.
verified.
That's
I seen
all.
the
He's a
video.
silly rabbit.
I seen the video. Looks like a Bantu man.
Exactly. I know him from a different life. I follow him.
I'm back. I'm black. Who you talking about, Paula?
I just dropped him to the
Somebody.
nearest cave.
Paul at the He tried to
No,
say that.
because he's trying to manipulate the Bantu brother acting like, oh, we're brother. But Chaos said, you do. So do you think Somalian need to leave Somaliland and go back, go somewhere else? Like, so because the brother is saying he's different. He's not telling anyone what to do. He's trying to, he's trying to stir the pot for the brothers to say we are brothers. No, you ain't a freaking brother. Get the freak out of here. Think you're slick. That's how they manipulate the Bantu people in the first place, and then take their land and want to own it. Here we go again. I bring
That's,
it back. What is
that's the
it?
same one.
Return? Yeah, return. What is it?
Hello, guys. Can
What
we
are you
make
talking about?
peace and be civilized?
No, no, don't
We
use
are
those terms for
civilized.
us. Yeah, don't use those those are racist terms for us.
It's racist term, bro.
No,
Everywhere,
hey,
bro. Everywhere
return,
you see it's
return.
racism. I
I'm
don't
trying to
know.
tell you something. Listen, breathe. The white man says that, the Arab says that, you says that. They're civilized and at peace. Remember, Islam is peace. And let's not forget that that's Professor Bantu right there under a whole nother name. I know your voice, Professor, but we know you're team Muslim. Unless you gave up Islam. Professor Bantu, did you give up Islam?
Never.
We did not.
See,
He's just
Eh?
playing games.
see, he trolling. Nearest, go makes a lot. So look, return.
I cannot hear anything. I don't know if you are speaking, but I cannot hear anything.
Had a phone call. So return. What's your like Mosiah say? What's your contention?
One, bro. I just want some peace and community. We want to live with each other with harmony and peaceful. That's what
How,
I want.
but
That's why,
how are we stopping your peace on this panel? Us talking.
brother. Last time you guys, I don't know if you remember. Last time, 1992, I think it happened. There was a guy, black guy like you. He was from the what's it called, Hutus clan. He used to speak in the radio. Before 30 years ago, we didn't have TikTok or social media. We had the radio. It was the main information supporter,
So are
and
you
that
saying the person on the radio inspired the Hutu Tutsi war?
exactly. And I'm afraid of you gonna do the same thing, bro.
So
That's what
I'm inspiring the war.
Yeah, that's what it
Well,
looks like actually.
Well, listen, how thoughtful of you. How thoughtful you to consider me with such high esteem.
Yeah, but I don't know if you know this, but the history repeats itself, so you don't need a lot of IQ.
Well, why prevent me from repeating that if history repeats itself?
Oh, so you want to kill people? Is that where we are now?
Yeah, we got
Positive
an for that.
new people, all right?
We had to drop that.
All these.
But family, I'm about to go get on that slave plantation, and we got to come back later. Appreciate y'all coming out. Sorry, brother Golden, but you got some time. I'm gonna mute up. I gotta go, but I'm gonna be here.
All right. On love.
One love, one love.